Hey, what is up, party people? I'm just getting started. In a little bit, I see we're playing Diablo 4. Let me get my WoW started. There's this lovely Vin Diesel collage here of the family. I am going to play as my Shadow Priest. I'm thinking. Throw Royal McBoyle. So let's see. Yeah, I was just telling him when he should have streamed some of it. He's doing a lot of fancy stuff. Yeah, he really should be streaming it. Might as well. I'm liking something out of it. That's sort of what I would say. Could be. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get dungeon in here. Potentially even a battle. Actually, you know what? I really should do this on. Just do this on the hunter, because that's the main guy I'm going with. Yeah, I'm stuck with Leon. I wouldn't. Let me queue up for dungeon. Going up everything here. I like this little spot in WoW just because it's so desolate, not filled with tons of fucking people. Yeah, if I was him, I would be. He does a lot of this work. I would definitely be streaming it. I think it'd be easier. Yeah, and I would help produce that kind of thing. If you needed it. Yeah. He's trying to talk about streaming his draft, and he's worried that. See, that's the thing is, if it was that popular, then I guess. But yeah, I just think it'd be easier to digest certain fantasy help or questions in a chat live stream kind of thing. Definitely, when I know we don't. I mean, we don't get a lot of interactions except for a few videos we've done. We did worst movie characters stream, and we got two people in there, and they were chatting the whole time. And I know it's not a lot for big YouTubers or whatever, but it was cool, and it does. It's a good format for it. So if he was gonna do a stream where he'd have live advice, I know he does give some people advice. They would check in and talk. It would be good. Yeah, I was also looking into other streaming shit, like other platforms. I think Streamlabs works good for me. Only thing that matters here is just that it's a good quality stream. That's all I really care about. I'm even like dropping, like while I watch back this shit, I'm dropping it. Just I don't want any shit using up my Wi-Fi. I am streaming through Wi-Fi. I know that's a big no-no. I'm not close enough to the. I'm not close enough to the router though. That I feel like is hard to do. I guess unless if you have a setup where it's like you're right there, you gotta. I was able to do it at an old apartment, and I wasn't even that close. I had like the cables running, which kind of sucks. I feel like it would be good to do if you had your own place. You're like setting up a house, not like there's not a cable jack there for you. So when they come and put it in, you could specifically tell them where you want it. What is this fucking guy behind me? Who the fuck are you? Oh, never noticed you. This fucking NBC over there. Oh, this is one of those. I'm taking the difference with Oh, so they just stand up straight? Is that the only difference? Yeah. These other trolls, they just stand up straight. I don't think that seems like such a big deal. You're not a player who wants to help newcomers game. Oh wow. Oh shit, I have done 3,000 quests. That's fucking crazy. A little sad. I mean, that goes back for years and years. I could never really. That's bullshit too. 'Cause I couldn't really help. Yeah, Liam's doing an auction bid. So I'm just seeing the amount he spent. He's still got money left. Yeah, he's getting down to like the $1 bid. I don't know how long this went, but it seems like I know it. I think I talked to him an hour ago before. Maybe it was like an hour and a half. Yeah, and he was getting going. So I don't know. This maybe was one. This is a 2 hour event kind of thing. Yeah, it'd be perfect for a stream. And you kind of can fill this up with talking about everything. It actually makes the stream easier to do. And you got like baseball, and you can talk about the player and talk about the stats, projections, all that shit. I'm looking at these players. I mean, I don't follow baseball too much. I only know a few people. I know maybe looks like I know 3 or 4 people on his whole team here, and he's got 17 people. Baseball, not my thing. Really just hockey and football, and more football. Hockey, a little sick of it. It's not the same. Oh, I wanted to go to Stranglethorn Valley. Wonder if I still can. Let's see. Yeah, he's once it gets down to these last couple people, looks like everyone is out. But that is a good time to get players you want. That could be something. Like, that's the time to do it. Everyone's gone. I think he's probably doing a Yahoo league. No, I thought he told me it was a $500 league. That's a lot to put out. Big buy. It's a big. You know what though? If you are gonna make it this your thing, and that's like your podcast or stream, yeah, at least you have, like skin in the game to do this shit. He's gonna have to do it anyway because he put up this money. So you might as well make it something you talk about and try to talk with other people about. Let's see. Can I get to anywhere? Okay. Okay, shit. There's one of these fuckers that has a Zeppelin ride. Let's see. Let's try this. You ever get these fuckers that just come out of the wall? Oh, I just fucking. Ooh, I got a battleground. I'll take it. Oh, this one's good. I will take it. I'm amongst level 29. So, see, this is where I did start to realize that my gear seems fucked a little bit. Or I mean, it would have to be something where I start fucking like get start doing battleground now and then gear up later. But shit's a little fucked. Yeah, and definitely for into movies and stuff, check out our stream about the movie characters. It was a really good stream. Really like that one. Impressed with that one for us. Cut up some clips and put it on our Twitter. Ganja Gamers on Twitter. I still have to update all our old stuff. We're switching the branding over here. It's a slow process. Just I don't smoke weed anymore, so I mean I know Leland does a little bit, but I don't smoke weed too much anymore. Or at all. It's been almost 3 years. Now it's just all about wizard shit, man. Saruman shit. Gandalf shit. Actually I just got this Belrog toy. Fucking huge. It's from Asmus Toys. It's kind of like a Hot Toys ish thing, but not as much. I didn't expect it to be this giant of a box. But I got it in the mail today or yesterday, yeah, and it was just fucking huge. And I didn't expect that. When I bought it, I didn't know what it was. I opened it up. It's fucking awesome. Also got an Andre the Giant figure from Super 7. Some cool shit there, too. All right, let's do this. I have not done a battleground in a while. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. Let's see how I go. I'm letting everyone else get fucking shit. I'm just gonna be support. Ooh, they are coming in. People are coming in hot. Only standards. not a good move there for me. I should have not tried to commit there. I have to play more of a support role here. I'm not geared up like these people. And also I'm a 20 and a 29 thing here. So I should be like okay in this, but nothing special. It's too close for comfort. Way too close. Motherfuckers, hunting me down. Okay, we don't seem to be in that bad of a group, though. I'll say that. The group is looking pretty good. I haven't really gotten a lot. All right, I'm doing okay. I'm not like doing a lot. I did die. That definitely affects that shit. Where is anybody? Where's anyone to kill? I don't want to. I don't want to overcommit. Okay. I'm with fucking Hollywood. Awesome. It's a guild member here. That's a plus. Anyone who's with him, he's pretty good. I don't want to go too far over that way. All right, this is a win, by the way, though, baby. All you people out there, this is a win. Nice win, actually. I've not been playing too many battlegrounds. It's nice actually to be back in a battleground. Really nice. It's like the dungeon stuff does get old pretty quick. You know, like you get the free play hang around these free play losers, you never know, how long it takes you to get back into this. Get these free to play motherfuckers. Think they own the world. Damn it. Alright, yeah, I mean alright, I'm fucking shit up a little bit. This is where I jump back in. The old puss out move. Oh, alright, I'm doing some shit. I'm towards the top. That ain't bad. Especially for being like a level 20 in this. I'm getting some kills. I only died once. That ain't bad. It is good when you're in a full group, though. That's like owning it. This is an example of that. We weren't in this group. This wouldn't be happening. All right, cool. I got a kill shot off there. Where are these people? Most games I don't have to like fucking mount up and find people out. They're all just fucking staying. They're staying put. And I get it. I get it. Ooh. I just almost got one-shotted. All right, cool. Got a fucking. Let's see what I did. All right, that ain't bad. Towards the top. I don't have that 80K ship. Fuck. Got something going there. Um, sure, I'll take a dungeon here. I'll take a group. Where's it? Undercity. Where's this? Okay, cool. Trying to get the Stranglethorn Vow for a little bit here. Stranglethorn Vow. Take a dungeon in the meantime, kind of thing. Extreme time. Sounds good. Got a BG in though. Well, I don't mind the stats on this except for huh. We'll go this way, right? I'm killing shit. Hey, Leland's got $1 left. So it's coming down. Coming down to the wire. Oh man, though, that's gonna be see, that's one thing I can say with baseball is it becomes such a job. So I mean, I forget how many games, 160 or something nuts. I think basketball and hockey are like 70s or 80s. I think it's 162. That's the number that sticks out in my head. Yeah, that means well, it's never the full season, but I guess that means for God at least 100 days more, you're gonna have to be setting your lineup. Oh, nice this road just to jump through. Oh, this rogue is like going though. All right, I'm cool with that. The rogue's doing his thing. Little rat. Yeah, I agree with what you're talking about there, Dan. Doing fantasy baseball, not for me. Get why people like it, but yeah, Leon's very like the other dude who's on here. He's very into the fantasy sports. He's been doing it a long time. He's good at it. Takes a level of work though. That's undeniable. I also just don't like care about baseball as other sports. I like other sports, but baseball's never been one I really like. Yeah, I'm doing the damage in this group though. So let's see. This one is not that great. You have to say that. This dungeon is fucking locked. Yeah, I know he's doing an auction draft too, which is even longer because everything now has a certain price to it that you pay in these characters. Which sound like you got to know your shit. You got to know your shit so much so that you have to have a value on players now. I just did a shit big pull there. I feel like this crew can't. I just got a win though in BG. That was nice. Yeah, and he's right. Everything was writing everything down. The formula. Because I'm sure. I think he might do other drafts. Help people drafts. I don't know. You don't hear so much about fantasy baseball as you used to. Too. It's certainly not like a football. It does not have that weight. Also, like fantasy football, you can get away with luck. There's like people who win in fantasy baseball have to like put time into it. You can't just like win it willy nilly usually. See how this group does. Ooh. Finally. All right, nice. Got some bracers. Take that shit. That's pretty good. I complaining about getting some bracers. Yeah, yeah, I like that icon, damn, by the way. Nice yeah, I saw they're doing an open beta. Shit's totally free. I saw a few people on my friends list that were playing it too. I don't really remember what it's like. You have to apply for it, or you just like it's ready to go as soon as you log in Blizzard or whatever. Or what is it, BattleNet? Okay, there's a queue for. All right, I get you. Yeah, I saw people in it. Assuming there's definitely a queue. That's interesting because that's the first time I've heard Blizzard really give a shit about a game like other than Overwatch of recent years. I feel like that's that whole level of like that type of gaming, like these Fortnite and what is it like Fortnite and Overwatch, PUBG. I feel like that format is dying. Kind of hope it is too. So that'd be smart of Blizzard if they're like, we need to get something new that's working. Okay, yeah, people. I think also Fortnite has it's got them kids. Once you get kids in it, then there's some money to be made. But it's not it ain't gonna last forever. I can see that with other trends. Something else will come along. Like we might not be at the end of it, but it's like the beginning of the end. I'm surprised that there's been no MMORPG that's really came around that's stuck like WoW. It would be nice to have like a good alternative. I've played a few games that are I know they're open world, but it doesn't seem to get the numbers like WoW does. Not even that WoW's numbers are good anymore. Oh, got fucking swallowed up. I love that. Someone just fucking kick me out. Wow, and I just got launched into like a bone bullshit thing. I think we all just got swallowed up. Yeah, it is true. It does seem like people game. There's always like a certain reason why. Like I know someone who does horror games. I think purely because he streams like his reactions to stuff, and it makes it more interesting. So, and I don't think he's particularly crazy about those games. I just think he knows it makes content to stream. I just sort of do feel like if you're that's like this channel. It's like if you are gonna play a game, you might as well stream it, especially if you have the capability to do it. Most people who are playing on a PC kind of do. Although I get it, it's like some people just don't want to like do that shit. I mean, if I play like a new game soon, I definitely want to stream it because I'd rather like have it sort of recorded to see what it was like. I always get games super late too. Like, the one dude I know is playing Dead. I think even that is pretty old now too. Yeah, and I saw people playing that I know that are playing Conan Exiles. That looked pretty cool. I don't know how. I don't think that's new. I think it's just maybe like a new port where it's 4K or some shit. Yeah, you're right. Although I don't really pay attention to a lot of the big streamers. I guess is it just Overwatch? I mean, I used to watch Game Grumps. I know they would play like a lot of retro games. I think they're also at a person at like a level where it's just their personality that brings people in. So it's like, and yeah, I guess once you get to that level, you can play whatever the fuck you want. Tell you what, I don't see a lot of people, big streamers playing WoW. So starting the trend. Okay, let me head out of this group. See if I can get a see if I can get a battleground in. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, watch parties and oh, like, isn't that illegal? Like, there's got to be some questionable legal shit to that watch party stuff. I saw there was some fucking guy, Moist Critical. I think I saw was his name, and I was like questioning the legality of his shit. It was almost like he's watching TV. Like you're just watching shit with people, and that's fine. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Like I feel like you should be able to do that. Yeah, and also yeah, and I heard people talk about him being like, is he actually really creating content? Probably not. But hey, if he's fucking getting people to be there, then good for him. I would never give a shit. Like I know there's people who don't like creators that aren't content creators, but even like that H3 motherfucker, he used to be a lot better than he is. I used to like his shit a lot, and then watched recently, and it's just okay. He transformed, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I'd wanna, yeah, I'd want to go if I was that big. I just want to go wherever the money is. And I know that ninja dude left. I think Twitch or something else. I don't. That the funny thing is when you're that big, you can then you can go wherever you want, wherever the money's best. Yeah, but H3, their format is really good. Like, I really like their format. I like what he does. He's got a group of people, and it's like a collab show, like a Howard Stern back in the day, but just made up of the biggest pussies imaginable. And it's funny when he says, I feel like his old self is still in there. Whenever that comes out, it's always like he'll be trending for saying something douchey and he'll have to apologize, but that's really who he is. Ethan Klein, that's the guy. Ethan Klein. Oh yeah, and his wife is fucking awesome. Yeah, yeah. I probably a year ago I was like watching him for a little bit, and I was like, Sometimes there's some funny jokes, but a lot of these California people are pretty insufferable. Not like politics aside. It just, and I'm also maybe it's also younger. Maybe I'm just younger people are pretty insufferable. No cap on God. Oh, cool. Where in Cal? Are you going to LA? Are you going to San Diego? Oh, cool. That's awesome. I have a friend who lives in Silver Lake there, which I think is like the Brooklyn of LA. So talk about insufferable. I'm sure that's the spot. Oh God. Okay, shit. Yeah, it's a long flight. That's fun though. It's good weather, man. Now's the time. Even though I mean it's getting nicer here in the East Coast, but yeah, but by the time you're probably back, it's even better. That's a good idea. Yeah, my friend seems to like it though. I think he's liking it out there. Yeah, he's not rich, but he's one of those. He's a very cool dude, hipster for sure, and he seems to be able to get away with. He could live at people's places just because of that. He's cool, or get free drugs, all that shit. So that's how he's lived for as long as I can remember. I am in fucking Stranglethorn. Wow, I haven't been here in years. I've been trying to get here on the Alliance side. Oh, okay, oh, okay. Nomergon. Weird. Yeah, it's. I mean, there's something nice about that low energy thing too, but yeah, I would get sick of it. Yeah, you got to be high strung though, like here in New Jersey. I just would like the. I would just like the weather, like what is it? San Diego. I know of like fucking 70 degrees all the time. Pretty nice. I feel like it would be hard. It puts you in that low energy mood because you're relaxed too much. Shit. So if you, oh yeah, yeah. So the time difference is weird. Man, where am I? I am in Stranglethorn. Wow. Oh man, it's been a while. This is where that fishing tournament used to be. I wanted to see that. Guess it's done. Yeah, I bet. I mean, I really do. I mean, even I'll say even my friend who's in Silver Lake, it does sound cool. Stuff you sort of forget because the whole Hollywood bullshit, but the mountains surround LA, so it looks awesome. He goes hiking like every day, so that is kind of cool. Forget that there is like good wilderness there and shit. Yeah, I've never seen the redwood. I've never been to California, so but I've always heard the Pacific Northwest is really cool. I like to hike and shit too, so it'd be nice. Also, yeah, you're definitely smoking weed. Fuck, you're in the Mecca, Northern California. I got close to California. I did a road trip in 2015. Um, we drove from here from New Jersey all the way to Las Vegas. We were there, but then we got to Las Vegas and we were like relaxing and gambling and shit. And then we're like, we went for far enough. But we really should just drove another fucking. I don't know. I guess it would have been another 3 hours or something. I don't know. It was actually pretty cool. It depends what you like. I like road trips, so it was kind of a once in a lifetime thing. I mean, I guess someone probably only does it often when they like drive to live. Like the dude I know lives out there. I think he had to drive just to bring all his shit. I had to go across country. And then I knew people who moved out to LA from New York and during like the height of the pandemic. They said it was awesome. They said there was like no one on the road. They made like great time. Like it couldn't have been better. Wow, that's awesome. Also, this is kind of cool. I've never been to Stranglethorn where I had like good graphics on. I could actually see a reflection. The water looks cool. You can see like little fish in there, little grime. It's cool. Yeah, I used to play this game on a Mac, and this was such fucking shit settings. Yeah, me and Leland both used to play on Mac. It would always be like the biggest, like we'd get made fun of for playing on it, and you never really understood why until you get like a PC and you realize like, oh shit, Macs can't do shit. And back then they really could do good. They really could do good creative work. I mean, I still use one for work with graphic design and shit, but you could do everything on a Windows now. Let's say you do 3D animation or something, it's way better on a Windows. You actually have power on it. And have power on it. Also, back then I used to be able to go into my Mac and put some RAM in. I've updated hard drives on Macs before. Then they just like I think they solder everything in now. That Tim Cook motherfucker ended it. Oh, I'm in an epic battle. All right, let's see. Let me try to get into battleground. I run through fucking Stranglethorn Val because it looks pretty fucking cool out here. In the jungle, man. Early jungle shit. Belly of the Beast, though, man. So I said to my friend, he's over there. It's a liberal hellscape. Even though I don't have any, I don't really have any political affiliation. I don't care what anyone votes on. This sounds like they were very strict during the pandemic. And I get it. Like, I don't think any of the stuff that I never thought any of the things that got put in place were really such a big deal. I didn't have to really deal with it. I never had to fucking wear a mask except for like going to the grocery store. But if you're just fucking going out, like, and you're being an asshole about it, then that was douchey. It wasn't that fucking hard to wear the mask. But I mean, I remember going to like, I guess, all right, so it would have been 2022. It was 2021. But I think it was whatever the Omicron winter. It was like no, December and January. About every fucking person got it in New Jersey. Yeah, it's hard to care about that kind of shit anymore. Yeah, but everyone got it in New Jersey, and everyone was wearing the mask. So, and also, like, you know what would be nice? Especially talking about science and all that shit. It would be nice to actually have a little more data on what does it actually do? Does this protect? Like, how don't they have that data yet? Remember at first, like, oh, it's going to take time for us to learn that shit. Maybe give us some real data. Yeah, I mean, now there's no point to care about any of the shit, though. It is nice talking about it with my friend. We're out to dinner or something on Friday and just saying how it's still around. Well, I don't know. I guess I mean I'm in Central Jersey, and around then, everyone seemed to still be wearing the mask, especially like when it was kind of hitting. Now, no one fucking wears it. Actually, the people I do see wear it now make me feel uncomfortable. I actually start to think like they might fucking have it and think if I just have the mask on, I can go out with it. That's actually more what I think now. The people with the masks actually have COVID. It freaked me out. All right, yeah. Oh yeah. If anyone's watching, check out our fucking movie stream. Dancast was there. That was cool. We got to make our own list. Been thinking about it for a while. Got to make a list of the worst characters. Oh, you don't see her. There's that knock. Yo, what up, man? What's up? Hello?
Hello?
Yo, what up, man? How'd that go? You finished that off?
Yeah.
That was
Fucking
long.
yeah. It's intense too. Like
Well,
you can't even walk away.
when did you start it? What time was it? Was that 2 hours? It wasn't that
Five
bad then.
o'clock.
Oh, never mind. Shit. We're talking like a 4 hour thing. Yeah. Excited for putting in the.
Yeah, I didn't know that going in.
Yeah, I'm in a BG right now.
Okay, I'm not even logged in yet.
It might be kind of crap too. So if it's like we're getting fucking crushed, I'm gonna be out of here.
Yeah, I mean it was long, but it's fucking. I mean I really enjoyed it. It's so much more interesting than a snake draft where you're just picking and then waiting.
Yeah, that does. Oh wait. So you mean you could bid at any moment? Yeah.
Yeah,
Bless you.
because as long as you
Okay.
got the money,
Oh, I see. All right, I didn't. I now I get it. All right, so it's like it's an
so people
auction where
nominate.
anyone can. You can get whatever you want, and then people start bidding.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it's
will
like a
take a while.
complete. Um,
I see.
well, that's the thing is like I feel like it was something that was less competitive probably would have been faster because people wouldn't have been paying attention or giving a shit. But everyone was like taking their time, and like a ton of picks took really long because everyone was like
Yeah, people
bidding
are bidding. It becomes
$1
yeah.
over and over and over again for like 5 minutes. Like I did that for
Alonso.
no, for Bobby Witt Jr. at third base, and I
Okay.
fucking lost. But the guy overspent so fucking hard.
Okay, so you're like whatever. Let them fucking have it if they're gonna use up all that money.
No, I mean, I still wanted him. I was like going crazy. It was you've heard of FOMO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my FOMO pick of this
Okay.
year because I wanted him on a team and I didn't get him. And luckily, like this asshole bailed me out because if I got stuck with that price, it would have fucked over my entire draft.
Shit. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm getting
Yeah,
camped.
Alonso
I'm
was
leaving
actually a
this.
decent price because I think Freeman goes barely like around ahead, and
Mm,
he went for 38, and I spent 34.
okay. Shit. All right. Yeah, you should. You should definitely stream that shit next time.
Yeah, if you want,
Yeah, I would
I
help
don't
you
know.
produce
You
it or
want to do
whatever.
like some kind of like review of the whole draft? I can just show this screen and like break down what happened and all that kind of stuff and explain everything.
Yeah,
That could be like something
it-
unto itself.
yeah. I think you definitely should get that. What is it? You should get that account set up. Be able to like stream to YouTube and Twitch. Because I mean, might as well. I'm a Stranglethorn Val, by the way. I wanted to come out here.
I think it is set up for YouTube because
Yeah, I think I just
for
don't know about streaming. I don't really remember
no,
how to.
yeah, actually, I don't think it's set up for streaming. I think it was just we posted on it, but the account exists.
It might be though. I don't know.
But Twitch, yeah, the Twitch one has to be completely created. And then I think for podcasts, we definitely did a bunch of them with that guy from Florida.
Yeah,
Uh,
we didn't have that many. I looked through it. There was like maybe
we did more than I thought.
6.
I mean, that was
They're like
pretty intense, man. Like we took on so much work for three people, like way too much work.
yeah, that
That's why
was a
like it
lot.
got so stressful and like overwhelming. It was just
Yeah,
we're just like I
we
should
weren't
have like
getting enough
thought
like
of like some kind of niche thing and just like did one thing instead of like trying to do everything all at once.
yeah, I mean I was reading something too about like podcasts. 90% of podcasts don't get past a year. So it's like a lot of
It's
that
like
would
a
have been
rip.
like a lot of that would have been like sticking with it would have helped things too.
Well, a lot of people that I've talked to in the industry, they say the main thing is just, and it is like for anything about it for most jobs, just availability and consistency. People want to know that you're going to be there every stream or every week or every day. You can't
Yeah,
just like
I wouldn't do it
do
every day,
stuff for
but
like
I
two
guess you
weeks and
could.
then completely take like a week off. You'll lose everybody. They won't trust you anymore.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why I like even having a social media presence is important. Tell that businesses and shit. It acts like
Yeah,
you're
I mean, I'll post on Twitter, but it's hard to keep up with all the fucking time.
yeah,
A lot of it is just news stuff. Like people just are thankful that I'm like telling them news updates that they're not tracking themselves.
right.
I've noticed that,
I sent
and
you an invite.
unfortunately, like I'm just kind of leeching off
Oh,
of
you're on.
other sites, but it's like general knowledge. It's not like no one's gonna come after me because I reported news.
Right.
It's like everyone's doing the same thing. It's
Yeah,
like
news
just
is right. Yep.
I'm not claiming to be like someone breaking it early or anything like that. I just basically give it to them right after I see it, and that's good enough because
Actually,
a lot of the people that
this is a
follow
good
me
point.
don't follow the place I'm getting the information from, so they just get it from me instead, and it's like the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually Dancast is in this chat saying TikTok is great for fantasy sports. Um,
Is it
well,
really?
actually, TikTok is great for a lot of that shit. I mean, he says unless you're ugly, but you don't have to show your face or anything on there. But yeah, no, it
No, I
is.
wouldn't want to do that.
It's actually really
But we could
good
make it
because
weird. We could do like
you
I
can
could
get
put like tinfoil over my face and then maybe melt like candles all over it or something. Make it psychedelic.
yeah, I guess that might work. I don't know. That could scare people off. Well, it's also
Try
just
and mix like
people are on
El
there.
Topo and fantasy together.
Oh yeah, El Topo's awesome. People are on there, and you can get content like really quick. So people like that.
Yeah, maybe like I'll recommend a
It actually
fantasy
is a
ad
good
and then
idea.
somebody vomits all over my head like some Nickelodeon slime or something.
I don't know about that, but I do follow like some conspiracy podcasts, and
You
they'll
don't
put
think
up
that'll
stuff on
sell?
there.
Yeah,
No,
that might go over as well as I'm hoping.
I don't think that's. It's not that kind of market, really.
No, they
Especially
probably
for
want me to
like,
like do some
dude,
fucking
like
rants and
sports
like jump
people.
rope.
Sports people don't want anything weird. You have to know the market there.
No, that's true.
Sports people want like basic bitch
They
shit.
want Stephen A. Smith just screaming at them for like
Yeah,
20 minutes.
yeah. TikTok. Dan Cass is right. So TikTok's algorithm is something to behold. So easy to go viral and get eyes on your shit. It's true.
All right, well, I don't know, man. That
All right,
whole
cool.
thing is like
I work in brand
I'm seeing
management
these
as
tweets
well.
like, why did Vine have to die so this shit could live? It's the same fucking thing.
Well, Twitter bought it and killed it. That's actually what happened.
Oh,
Um, Elon Musk was even talking about like, should I bring back Vine? Yeah, they bought it and
why?
they,
Just for the competition?
I guess. I mean, I know the word is TikTok definitely
That'd be
wants to start
interesting.
competing, or Twitter wants to start competing with everything. They want they want to have people like stream onto Twitter and not YouTube and all that shit.
You, what did you think of my formulas though on my sheet?
I couldn't really follow it too well personally because it was getting a little too complex. You have like 100 names
Well,
on there.
it's just what I spent and what's available, and then the average,
Oh, I didn't get
and then
that
a
from it.
projected amount. What?
I didn't. I don't think I really got that from looking at it. I just
Can you
saw.
just check it? Because I know you know Excel better than I do. If you could just
I
like
don't know Excel. I
look
don't
over it
use
real quick.
Excel.
What?
So the average bet was 34.5. That seems high.
Yeah, but it's a little. It's
That's got
I
to be
can like
wrong.
play with the average in different ways. Like say I want to remove the $40 ones and just do like the 20 to 10s, then I can like isolate all that information and put it somewhere else.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely with TikTok, once you start getting on people's radar of sports and that kind of pops in, you can have something, they can push it and it'd be on like a lot of people's shit. It actually is good.
All right, I mean,
It's actually, it's also a good spot to start because all you need is a fucking phone. You don't need to even like any like equipment to stream anything.
I know, but I need like stat overlays and shit.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anyone's gonna take that shit seriously, man. I thought
I don't
it's
know.
more
Check it
like
out, man.
just
Look,
like
go
memeing
on,
and
go on to TikTok. You'll see people do that kind of shit. They'll make like little videos that are set up for it.
well, you see now there's like those YouTube clips, right?
Yeah, and Dan's right. You need to develop a bot. Get your life back and let the bot post. Get Chat GPT working for you now. I was using Chat GPT. It's fucking awesome. It's awesome.
What's that?
It's like an AI like writing program thing.
What was the name?
Chat GPT.
Is that new?
It's yeah. I mean, you hear about it all over the place. Like I mean, we do for companies. We do blog postings for them, and we just you can literally like go into the bot and say, and it'll be like weird ass shit because like maybe they're just like a fucking metal extruder or something weird. Be like, I need give me a blog post on metal extruding this type of materials with that and all that shit, and then it'll spit out a whole fucking blog for you, and then you can even say like, can you fucking shorten that? Can you make it 200 characters? It's pretty awesome.
So it's a more customizable Google.
It's not Google. It's like it'll write you fucking people like kids are using it to write papers. It'll write you like anything. Also, like
Oh,
even
so
yeah.
it's like that. It's like almost that voice to talk shit.
No, it's like a fucking AI. It's like AI generated content. Like you can get a fucking book made on it. You can have like you could be like, here's my plot. Spit me out a book, and it will.
Yeah, I've heard people have been using that actually in music for a while now, and just like taking credit for what's being generated.
Yeah, and then also in art too. It's becoming a thing. There's all this art like generated.
There's this like Paul Newman movie I saw with what's her name? But he has like this contraption. It's like all mechanical. And it's like a bunch of paintbrushes, and it randomly creates all these like Jackson Pollock type of fucking things.
Okay.
And he just keeps selling them for like tons and tons of money, and then his machines like getting bigger and bigger.
That's kind of what ChatGPT is actually.
I wish I could remember the name of it. It's pretty good.
I was actually just shocked because we have a copywriter that works in my company, and we like kind of compared like the bot to him, and the bot was better, and it spit it out instantly. Like it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for anyone who's a writer.
Yeah, I mean, like all this tracking I did for this draft is it's almost like being a stenographer in
Yeah.
court.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, you're logging a lot of shit. True. Yep. I noticed.
I heard that you make a decent amount of money. It's not that bad of a job if you're good at it.
Got to type fast.
What?
Got to type fast. Although I don't know, maybe
Yeah,
stenographers are now. There's got to be like apps for that now too, with all the voice recognition too. Like that's job's only gonna go away.
yeah. I mean, AI is slowly killing all of us off.
Yeah, and then even with like art and graphic design, like it's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, that stuff was complete bullshit to begin with, so who cares?
Yeah, it's just a lot. It copy. It is true. Yeah, like Dan kept saying, a lot of copy is AI now, and I actually sometimes it's bad because I came across an article. This was like right after the Rings of Power came out, and they were like, Rings of Power season 2 is not coming out for a while, and it was like, well, obviously, because the fucking first season just came out, and then I like looked through the copy, it was all this like bullshit. I could tell it was 100% an AI generated title, just for clickbait to like rank in the algorithm, and also like all the content was just clickbait bullshit. And I knew like when I saw it, and even said like written by the company, it wasn't written by like a person. I don't know about sports though. You can make
No,
a free account.
they use all that kind of stuff like machine learning and stuff to build algorithms and formulas, and you can create simulations of games and stuff and get percentages of outcomes. I just don't pay for all that stuff. That kind of stuff is behind paywalls, and like serious DFS players use all that kind of stuff to come up with ownership percentages because ownership percentage is really important in big tournaments when you need to fade certain things and hope that the field is going for it, and then you have something niche that hits really hard. That's all that kind of stuff. Is just I don't want to pay for it, and it's a lot to get into. I mean, I know there's a lot of money, and it's not like it's some emerging field anymore. It's completely been run through.
Yeah, that's true. Like I actually just like asked ChatGPT to like come up with a YouTube description for this channel, just to kind of see
Mhm.
like what it would spit out. I said like, can you come up with a description for this channel? We do like gaming and movie stuff. That's all I said, and then it spit out this paragraph. Wizard Check is a vibrant YouTube channel that explores the worlds of gaming, movies, and pop culture with expert hosts and guests, which isn't true. The channel offers in-depth discussions and reviews on the latest video games, movies, trends, and entertainment. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, movie buff, or just interested in the latest pop culture news, Wizard Check has something for you. The channel's host brings a wealth of knowledge, humor, personality each video, making Wizard Check a must-watch for anyone interested. That's
It's
like what it
so
spit out.
long.
Yeah, I actually told it to like shorten that. It was like a blog post.
Can you do it for my stuff?
Yeah, dude. Like honestly, it's free. Just open up a GP like what's it called?
Well, you're already
OpenAI.com.
on it. Just try it.
Okay, let me see.
That's way too long. Like that's way too long. I think people are too stupid and impatient to sit through something that
Well, that's just a YouTube
in
description.
depth.
That's just fucking paragraph. You know, like
No, I know that's like the mission statement of when you
yeah,
see
like
the site summary or something like that.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that shortened by another two sentences. But yeah,
Hmm.
what do you want me to? Oh, I did a description for our Academy Award one. I said, could you give me a description that's 1,000 characters for this video? And it said, this video explores the excitement of betting on the Academy Awards. It highlights the nominees in major categories and factors that can influence the outcomes of the awards, such as critical reception and industry buzz. Video provides tips for placing bets and emphasizes the importance of responsible gambling. Wasn't That's ridiculous. Captures the
Holy
thrill of
fuck, man! This is like some pretty weird, invasive shit.
yeah. I mean,
I could
give
see
me a
this being
question.
like this feels like the beginning of like AI taking over.
I'm gonna
Yo,
write.
can
I
you do
need
it for
a.
like my fantasy stuff
Well, what do
though?
you want me to write?
Because I actually,
I need a description.
well, you saw my draft and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know
Um,
what to say. Is like which.
$100 auction. Uh, no, people don't like the word auction
No,
anymore.
you have to be a little more specific with what it's asking for. You know, like you
Well,
might
you
say
saw
like,
what I did. So, in your best
ooh,
couple words, how would you condense it or paraphrase it into a sentence? Because you were there the whole time. I was surprised that you were like that, even that interested in what was going on.
yeah, I was just
Do you
watching
know
it.
any of
Yeah.
the people I drafted? Really?
I don't think I know any of them to tell you the truth. Like I think I was saying it on here. I think I know four
Do you
of
know
your.
Vladimir Guerrero?
Yeah, I know. I've heard that name. He was on the Blue Jays.
His son is really awesome. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
But
looking at
he's
your
different.
team.
He's a different type of player. His dad used to get like a bunch of steals. His son's just like a really fat power hitter type of guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Kind of. Yeah, I typed in my name. It didn't really pull anything in. Say, I'm gonna say who is my name.
What are you trying to get? Some like synopsis of your life to be a.
Yeah, I didn't get anything from that, but I'm not important.
I just don't think it's how it's meant to function.
I'm gonna write. I need a Twitter bio for a person who does fantasy sports help. I'm gonna put that in
For
right now.
NBA, basketball, and football, I only do the three.
All right, so here's what it just spit out. It's all right. This is pretty. In quotations, fantasy sports expert, meaning your name, helping you
Yeah,
dominate.
no, no, I don't like expert at all
Well,
because I'm
this is just
nowhere on
that
that
was
kind
in
of level.
quotations. You know, it's like you're putting your name in here. Um, so whatever your name, FSH Leland, whatever. It helps you dominate your leagues! Exclamation point. Providing tips, insights, and analysis to take your team to the top. Follow me for daily updates and join the winning squad. That was just what it spit
Nah,
out.
that comes off like way too try hard and advertisement kind of thing. Oh,
All
we
right.
pop.
Yeah, take that.
It's not subtle at all. I don't want exclamation points and being called an expert. I'm not an expert. I only do really niche stuff. I'm only good at like certain strategies that are specific to how I want to play, and
I would mess around
they're
with it
successful more
on
than not
there.
because of it. So,
Yeah, I would mess around with it and see what you kind of.
it's weird. My graphics for WoW are all like really cartoony now. I feel like my shit got changed up. You know what I'm
Maybe.
talking about? Like everyone's like names and hitboxes look bigger now.
Hmm.
Is it
Maybe
just me?
yeah, maybe something with a sizing thing happened.
But I didn't change anything.
Huh.
Doesn't look different for you at all after all the
No,
patches.
I mean I am noticing like with this, I have like the highest quality settings on everything. It does look
Oh,
really
yeah, I
nice.
forgot you're on like a new
Yeah, I'm on like something
desktop.
ridiculous. I'm on something
I'm
that's
on
overkill for this game.
I'm on
Like this.
some new egg shit from 2012 or whatever.
Yeah, Newegg is. I don't think that. Yeah, I think it's good if you need parts. You want to get parts
Do they still
separately.
exist?
Yeah, I mean
Good.
it definitely
You
exists
never want to
because
buy something from a company that then goes out of business.
yeah, well they're still around. It's just I wouldn't get I wouldn't get a full computer from them. I would get parts. Like you can get the GPU I got from Newegg and put it in yourself.
Well, this is a laptop.
No, I know. Yeah, you bought like a
You
laptop from
can
them.
you build a laptop?
Sure, you could. I've never heard of anyone doing that. I'm sure it's possible though. Yeah, that we got to come up with that. I was thinking about that list for our own most annoying characters.
I don't want to rush it. That's gonna
No,
take
no,
me
I
some
wouldn't want to
time.
rush it. I want to make like a sheet, like a wow, like kind of what you had going there. I have to make a sheet.
I'm pissed because I wish like during the stream I made notes or something. There was a lot of recommendations that
Well, that
people
live
were
chat's
saying
there
in the
now.
chat.
That's there now.
What?
All that live chat is there. It takes like 20 hours for it to
Oh yeah,
come.
true. You're right. I can go back
Yeah,
and like
it
get
takes
it
some
all.
time. Yeah, it's kind of pretty longer time than I thought. It's like almost a full day, and then that live replay will be there. Yeah, there were some good recommendations. Oh, this is taking fucking
Group
forever.
sucks.
Yeah.
I know this group fucking sucks.
Oh, I did a dungeon and a
we
I did a dungeon and
like said at the same time. It's like bad.
yeah,
You
because
can
it's
tell
taking
right away.
forever. I did a BG and a dungeon. I won the BG, and then I got dungeon. I got epic racers. I finally got like a drop. I feel like it's been a while on this character.
On Larry?
On this character, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But
What's
the
your eye
BG
level
win
now?
was good. The BG win was really good. It was actually like dominating. That
Wait, you can
Hollywood
get an
guy.
epic.
Yeah, from the crate. I think you can get epics from the crates. Just
What's your eye
you know,
level now?
my level is 73. I think you have more epics than I do
No, we're both 73.
though. Okay.
I try to get a lot of blues with sockets if I can.
Yeah, I've only gotten 2 of those, I think. But yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a lot of work though. For is that the only league you're doing, or are you doing more?
That was my last one.
Oh, okay. But that's your only auction one though, right?
Yeah, I did I kind of have like an experiment going. I did 2 standard Yahoo leagues. Normally, I like to find private cash leagues with my settings.
but no one was doing what I wanted, so I had to just do standard Yahoo shit, which is 20 IP min. It's a little high. I like to do 10 to 15, but I created a league. Nobody joined it, so I don't know if it was even being found or what.
Oh
But
yeah, did
I
you
did a
publish it though?
$50 league. That's a renew from last year where I finished with best record, and then I finished with third. It was my first time doing the save plus hold league, which is like a new scoring system, which
Okay,
I
I've never
think
never
might
heard of
become
that.
standard eventually. They take saves and a stat which is called holds.
Oh
Holds
yeah, I know what
are
you're talking about.
what become, yeah, they come before a save.
Yep,
It's really awesome.
setup guy.
I like did really well in it, and I asked them to renew it and up the buy-in. So it went from 30 to 50. I asked for 100, but they didn't want to do it. And I did $100 head-to-head standard league, and then I did a $100 head-to-head standard auction league, snake and
All right,
auction,
nice. So you
just to
got
kind
some
of
money
like
in
have
this.
almost like like a like an experiment. You have like a variable, and then you have the what's it called um,
Oh, you're talking about a constant. You got a constant.
yeah, like well, the thing is though, like you could have an auction be the only thing you ever do, and it'd be fine. It's just new for me, you know.
Right.
Like for a lot of people, it could be the other way around, where like they've only done auctions and they try snake for the first time.
Yeah. I clicked the fucking wrong thing here. Shell. I wasn't hitting this thing for a while.
This group is so fucking bad. This is
It's
taking
just slow.
forever.
And I saw like people were getting close to dying too, so maybe the healer's not too great either.
I don't know, but once this is over,
Yeah, not renewing this one.
get the fuck out.
I had to get my do like an eye doctor, and I real like on Saturday, and I realized how there's no magazines in like offices anymore. You can't like read a magazine in a waiting room. Everyone just sits there on their phones like goons.
Well, I think there's a couple things. One is like they assume people are going to do that, and two is like I feel like people realize, just having like
Public things.
shit laid out for everyone to come and touch is not really that great of an idea because it's just like a
Yeah, I
bunch of
guess.
germs all over the fucking place. It's like remember when you would have like party mix in a bowl when you go to like a bar or something, and then people
Oh yeah,
stick
it's
their fingers in
gross.
and then leave for a little bit. I know
Yeah, I don't think you're
it's
gonna ever see that again.
disgusting.
Like bar pretzels. No, I don't think
I
so.
know, yeah, no, and like they would put like Trix mix or whatever in a bowl and just leave it out for the whole day, and all these transient scumbags and pieces of shit would come in and just grope
Yeah.
it and go home. No, that's like some of the nastiest fucking. And,
Oh
and
yeah.
I would see like people eat out of it, and I would almost like puke in my mouth,
Yeah, you're asking for a bacterial infection there at that point.
Yeah, I've never asked for one.
Nah.
Shit, my mouse just fucking died.
Use Bluetooth mouse?
Yeah, you well,
Or
you're
just
corded up.
use what's that?
You're
No,
corded up.
I'm not corded up, but actually that is the thing. Like gaming mouses are usually cords. Cause I guess they're clicker response time or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, they're safer. You don't have to worry about the fucking batteries dying mid game like this.
Yeah, no, the one they gave me a mouse for this computer and then keyboard. They like lit up and shit. It got kind of annoying.
Oh, this asshole just got a fucking epic. Oh
Oh
shit, I
yeah,
didn't mean to
nice.
do that.
Good for them.
Yeah, I went on a weird Freddy got fingered binge today. I was just
Really?
like,
Saw the whole movie, huh?
well, I watched the Red Letter Media review, which
Oh,
apparently
nice.
he saw and like loved, and then I watched his Razzie appearance,
Wait, how do you know he
and
saw and loved it? I know I saw some interactions with him
People in
and
the
them.
comments were talking about that he was on some podcasts mentioning them over and over again. And then
Oh,
I
that's
watched
awesome.
this interview with him and Eric Andre. And then I watched this. It was like a review where they talked about Robert Ebert's review of it and stuff like that, saying how
Oh,
like
he hated it. Yeah.
yeah, but he like in a way said like it was actually pretty unique and memorable as almost being like a surrealist film, but as just a straight like narrative, it was unbearable. But I think that's the whole point is that he was trying to do like a almost
He was trying to make fun of movies. Like it was almost a mock.
well, yeah, like the
Like
whole
Red Letter
like
Media, I think nailed it. They're one of the first, like few people that have understood what he was trying to do.
and then I watched this Halle Berry acceptance speech for Catwoman, which is she's like fucking funny actually.
Wait, for
Like, really
it was
funny.
the Razzie speech or something? I think I saw that.
Yeah, but like she did like such a good job of like trying to blame every single other person other than
Yeah.
herself for it in a way that was like almost endearing.
Well, she's probably not wrong. Probably all her
Yeah,
agents
no, like
fucked that up.
she said, like her agent like didn't even read the script, just saw how
Oh
much
yeah.
money that they were offering, and then
Yeah,
told
I
her
could see that
not to read
happening.
the script and just take it, and that's kind of what like fucked her over.
I could totally see that.
And then also she said like the director was from France and she couldn't really make out his accent, so
Oh, that always goes well.
when he would give like direction, she didn't know what to do. She just got confused and just kind of did whatever. And then she, like the entire cast was pretty terrible along with her. I mean, I don't know many people in it. Alex
No,
Borstein, who was in Mad TV,
dude, I've no
Benjamin
like,
Bratt,
I've
Sharon
no concept.
Stone, and that's about it. And Benjamin Bratt's been a bunch of terrible shit.
I don't. That name doesn't even ring a bell.
I only know him because my sister used to watch that Miss Congeniality fucking movie over and over and over on VHS with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I
And
know this fucking guy. He sucks. Yeah,
he's the lead, not the lead. He's the
the love interest.
romantic interest. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
terrible.
Sandra Bullock also won a Razzie and went and like accepted the award.
Yeah, it's cool when
for
people
this,
play along with that.
I don't even remember the movie that she did that got nominated, but hold on, I gotta get some batteries. I'll be.
Oh yeah, do you
Give me
think
like a couple minutes.
it's gonna take a bit to get the?
Fucked up. We still have to use batteries, man. It should be like some other. I don't know. Like we just plug it into our like lung or heart or some kind of artery.
The mouse I have is charged by like I just have to charge it up by USB once it gets low. I don't have batteries on the shit. I live in the future. I don't deal with that kind of crap. Good old Stranglethorn Val. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to see. I heard really good shit about John Wick 4. Heard awesome things. Actually, looks really fucking good. The cinematography looks fucking amazing. It's weird too to say like, oh, John Wick 4 has some artistic quality to it, but it sounds like it really does. It looks great. I've never only saw a little bit of the first one. Oh, you saw it Friday? That's awesome, man. How was it? I've heard really good things. I heard it's just really fucking long. I think it's like a 3-hour movie. But I heard it looks amazing. And I heard it does like diversity well without it being super forced, like how they try to do that everything down your throat now. I think it's sort of like an international movie. Like he's in Japan, he's in France. So that's a good way to naturally do that. I just want like I've only seen the first one. I wonder, is it something that you could just drop anyone into that movie and they would get it, or 'cause I kind of have the urge to just go see something. I haven't seen a movie in forever. That's the only movie that's kind of come out for a while. It actually seems interesting to watch. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, and also, yeah, I was watching people who like martial arts talk about it, and they're saying that it was such a really good blend of all these different styles without even noticing it. Like if you're into martial arts, you'd be like really impressed. I know like Donnie Yen's in it and shit, and you see from Ip Man, IP Man, whatever it is. Yeah, that's cool though. It's good they didn't like waste time. I'm glad there's I'm glad there's still some good action movies here or there. Top Gun seemed cool. Mission Impossible seems like it's always good. That Lance Reddick dude fucking died. I know. I think he had a little role in that shit. Yeah, I've been contemplating taking a day off work and going to see that movie. I'd rather see that when none of the plebes are around. Although that does seem like a movie that'd be cool to hear like the audience reaction to. And I did hear that the third one was a little too much action. All right, yeah, you saw 1 and 2, didn't remember, and all right, yeah, all right, cool. That's kind of what I heard. I heard you can just go fucking, even if you didn't see any of these, you can get dropped into it, and you'd be like, okay, I get what's going on. I heard 3 wasn't good. All right, nice. So all right, that's cool. Yeah, it is kind of cool when you get to see like audience reaction. I heard Chris Gore talking about it. They were like waiting to talk about it because he does movie reviews, and he saw it like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago, and like, there's an embargo when you go see it as a critic. They're just like waiting for people to talk about it because they were just kind of saying it was awesome. Kind of weird to hear too. A little out of left field that it'd be very good. And I saw there's like some Japanese girl in that thing. Oh, it's got Bill Skarsgård. Awesome. That's a good villain. That's a good villain to have. Oh shit, it's got like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that that means too much anymore. I know they're bought out by Amazon and shit these days. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have a friend's father who like he's like a media financial kind of money manager, and he has a couple screenwriting clients. So always we would get the screeners each Oscar year for that. Be able to fucking pass those around. I'd be fucking loving those screeners. That's why it's like it's hard to get me to go see a movie because I have a nice setup, and once you have a nice setup, do you really need to go to a theater?
Certain movies.
Yeah, I mean,
Dune 2.
yeah, like Dune 2. The second Dune. That's what it's gonna be called, right?
I thought that's what you told me.
That's that. Well, that's just my joke name for it. But yeah, I was just talking about John Wick 4. It's supposed to be really good.
Oh, it's not called Dune 2. It has like a.
I don't think they gave it its subtitle yet. I'm sure it'll be Dune 2, Mystic Sand,
Masters of the Sand or some bullshit.
Masters of the Mystic Sand from Beyond, something like that. But yeah, all I heard is that John Wick 4 is pretty fucking awesome. I've only seen the first one.
I liked all the John Wicks I saw.
Which ones have you
The
seen?
first one fucked me up, man. Like
Yeah, I
losing
didn't
a
like
dog.
that. I didn't like the dog thing.
Losing
So
a
it's
dog is not something I want to go through again, whether it's
yeah.
like indirect or fictional.
Yep. No, I agree. I don't like when they kill the dog in the movies. Like what's that Will Smith movie? I Am Legend or something. So you're on
With the
board with that.
vampires.
Yeah, you're on board with that dog. I like the dog way better than Will Smith.
Well, yeah,
Same with the wife too.
I was watching the Chris Rock stuff
Did
from
you
the
watch the
special.
special? It was good. I liked it.
Not I didn't get like through all of it, but
It wasn't like great. It was a good
no,
special.
I always find him like consistently good.
Yeah, I agree.
I only got through like half of it, and then I got distracted with some other shit. But I liked it a lot, and I mean, he had to address it. Like it was impossible for him not to.
Yeah, he does it at the very end. He has like I think 2 minutes on it. Not he didn't really he was perfect. He didn't heavily go into it, which is nice. He didn't make it all just about that. So that was kind of cool.
I mean, he knew like he couldn't not talk about it, and it'd be impossible. Like people are showing up to like
hear what he has to say
see
on
what
it.
he's
Yeah,
like know what he's thinking. So
yeah, which was smart to do it. Like have them do it at the end, string them along the whole time, and then give them that.
And then there was like a video linked underneath it. It was David Spade and like Mike Tyson in some interview, and it was really awkward because Mike Tyson had the mic really, really close to his mouth, to where all you could hear was him breathing the whole time. You couldn't even make out anyone else's dialogue or like audio.
Yeah, Dan Cass here is saying I think the slap was wow. I think the slap was fake. I do think there's some truth to that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It doesn't fake or not. It's like when I went into work the next day, that's what everyone was talking about, and they wanted to know or like
Save the Oscars,
your
man.
opinion on whether you thought it was fake. So
Save
that's
save the numbers. Their numbers were so bad this year. It was 10 million people, I think, viewed it.
I gotta say, it was a pretty weak crop of movies. I feel like
It was a weak
we
show.
should did better betting wise. If
Also,
that
like
fucking all Western on the fucking front didn't win more.
Also, it was like a week, like nominations. Like you didn't have like the big stars being nominated, so it's like you couldn't show. I mean, I'm just giving an example. You couldn't have Brad Pitt on camera the whole time, or you know what I mean. Like it wasn't a big show for celebrity.
But you know what's weird is like I thought that we were gonna be more like unique or adventurous on our picks, but we avoided those for the more traditional like boring picks, and none of those won. So
yeah, because usually, honestly, the people who vote for the Oscars are fucking like 87 years old. I'm still surprised that Everything Everywhere All at Once when you hear.
Like, I know that's what I'm saying. It's like I didn't even expect those people to know that movie even came out.
I think it was
have it win all this shit.
I mean, I did like the movie, but I do think there was some extracurricular. We got to get our race stuff in to make us look good.
Did
kind
you
of
see
thing
the Red Letter Media whale review?
No, because I wanted to see the other movies that they talk about. What they talk about, Knock at the Cabin Door.
If, like, the moments they found unintentionally funny were the same ones you did.
Oh, well, remember I kept saying that. I have to see that because I was laughing a lot in that movie.
I mean, from the clips, like
I was laughing a lot.
It almost feels like it's something that could have got memed out really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I really was too. Like I kept thinking, like I get why this is dramatic, but it's still funny at the same time. Especially like there's a part where he just like it's supposed to be dark, but he's like eating all this food, and I was just laughing the whole time. Like it wasn't dark to me; it was just kind of funny.
It reminded me of like Heavyweights, that kids movie.
Yeah, he just like downs a full pizza, and then the next pizza he like puts like ham on it and any like ranch, any deli meat he could find in his fridge, and just puts it on top of it. And then and then he's throwing up afterwards.
I'm not vomiting filming that shit.
Well, he did vomit in the scene. It was pretty hilarious. Yeah, and also with the slapping
we should do like a meta review where like we re-review the review of
Red Letter Media. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we review their review of the review.
Yeah, it was a depressing movie. It's
Freddy got fingered?
No, he's Dan Cass is talking about The Whale. I'm still on the
Oh,
well
of
here.
course, yeah. Well,
Yeah, it was
everyone knew
depressing.
that going in. I mean, what
Yeah,
did you think it was gonna be?
it was, dude.
He was
Aronofsky,
all of a sudden get lipo and start dancing.
Aronofsky, the director, is just like, pity fest all his movies. Like that's what they're all about. They're all depressing. And, like look at Requiem
Uh,
for a Dream.
yeah,
Look
but
at
some are more
they're
fun than
all
others.
yeah, and some of them are like better made than others. Like The Wrestler is really good, not as depressing, but still has it in there. You know,
I'd
like
say that's his best. That's my favorite.
that's like easily his best.
But we like wrestling though, like we have
Yeah, but also
bias.
just I don't know. That one was like the most interesting. Oh, speaking of wrestling, a lot of wrestlers thought the slap was fake. When they saw the Chris Rock slap, they thought it was fake. They
Well,
thought
I
that
thought
was said they like Chris Rock leaned into it and then
wait, are we
like
midway in this shit?
looks like it.
That's weird.
Whatever. We can get maybe the
That's the
last
first time that
ones.
ever happened.
Yeah, so I did hear wrestlers saying that shit was fake.
Fake or not, it served its purpose.
Yeah, that director is like a sadist, Aronofsky. Requiem for a Dream is like horrifyingly depressing.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll watch anything with Jennifer Connelly in it though.
yeah, man, but the way it ends, depressing.
He gets his arm amputated, right? While
You
she's
know,
getting, she's doing ass to ass with some
well, yeah, she's gonna be stuck
woman on a
doing
table
drugs, doing
in
ass
like
to
I
ass.
don't know if it's like a strip club or something. And then her
Yeah, no,
mother's getting electric shock therapy at the
it
same
was like
time.
underground strip club, like even worse for like businessmen who just want
Well, they
like
were
kind of
saying that
like
like
MK Ultra
that's
shit,
the
where
like criticism of his stuff. It's like so overly like melodramatic and over the top to where it's almost like stupid
yeah.
or
Well,
ridiculous instead
oh,
of being serious.
let's talk about stupid.
Which
You
I
ever see
could
that
see.
Noah movie? You ever see Noah? That's fucking
Yeah,
dumb.
we watched like I think we watched like 5-10 minutes of it, and there was like all these weird stone men walking around. I think we turned it off.
Yeah, that was shockingly bad. By the way, this group is pretty good. Killing shit quick. Oh yeah, but what was the other
Did
movies they
Russell
were
Crowe get any Razzies for that or
for which?
Noah?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Aronofsky could have gotten nominated for that.
Somebody deserved one.
I see Russell Crowe has Exorcist movie coming out soon. It kind of looks kind of cool.
Yeah, the Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah, I thought that actually looked kind of cool. Got Australian doing an Italian accent. What's better than that? But I saw Tom Green, and maybe it was in direct response to Red Letter Media, but he did say he wrote on Twitter that he has like every take saved of Freddy Got Fingered, so there's like a lot more to go. Like almost like saying like they could release more movies or a documentary or something. Something's gonna happen with that.
Well, yeah, they were saying that there's a dress there's a director's cut available. It's just like I don't know if this is people who would want that.
Oh, I think people would want it. Also, it's
I
Tom
I
Green.
do.
Like I
I
would.
fucking love that movie, even
It's
though
re-
it's like
it's good. It's
terrible.
good.
I still find it entertaining.
Yeah, and Rip Torn is fucking great. Like, come on, always good.
Everybody, the younger brother who plays Finch in
Oh
another
yeah.
gross out comedy,
Yep.
American Pie. But like what he said is it's true. It's like this is like taking the gross out comedy stuff and making it like an absurdist surrealist film instead of being like a straight laced like
It's true.
college type movie. This is like weirder and darker and more violent. It's almost like an art film, but in like such a
An unexpected
like
art film.
but like such a distorted way where instead of like having any kind of narrative, it's just a bunch of I don't know, like jackasses. It's like you have a segment and then you cut to a segment and you cut to a segment and you cut to a segment and that's it.
You ever see? Speaking of Red Letter Media, do you ever see Space Cop? You ever see their movie?
Just clips.
I don't
Not
think I've seen it all the way through.
not too good,
Unless
but
you've watched it before.
it's hard making a good movie. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so oh yeah, that's why. Because I want to see Cocaine Bear. I watched some of that. It was really fucking gory, really gory. It was actually pretty. It was definitely what I saw. It was funny. Knock at a Cabin Door. I heard was horrible. It's M Night. I've heard really bad stuff. He's very hit or miss, and when he misses,
I don't know.
it's
I'd say he's like
he's more
mostly
miss.
missed.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that movie he made with the older
Signs.
couple where the kids come and visit.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I did hear that that was one of his liked
It was
ones.
okay. I thought it was
It's a good
I
concept.
don't know. It was alright.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about all his shit. It's like, eh. The one I like the most is that Mark Wahlberg one where they're talking to plants and the guy gets his arm bit off by lions. That is like just so stupid and fucking horrible that it's really funny and bad. I don't know if he meant that to happen.
I don't know, man. That one's what is that one? The happening? The happening?
Yeah, I feel like we should have like watched and reviewed that one back when we were doing stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There was
happening
a
heads,
lot
man.
of
People love that one.
material to work off.
I mean, I'm trying to think of. I did like the one with the split personalities. That one was all right, but then the sequel to that
Split.
was not. Yeah, Split was good, but then whatever one brought back the other characters together
It
from
was a combination of um,
Unbreakable, right?
Unbreakable
And
with
Split.
Samuel Jackson. Yeah, he. I don't know.
It
He's
didn't
trying to
work
make
out that
like
good.
some like Marvel fucking thing where none of those superheroes are that recognizable or like.
Well, Unbreakable was kind of like a Superman that had amnesia.
Yeah, he's like a Superman that was
Kind of good
no
story.
like water was his weakness, not kryptonite, right?
Yeah, but it was like I feel like he wrote that as a Superman script and it didn't get sold. And he like, all right, I'm gonna just spin this around a little bit. And, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I could see there being a story being like this was supposed to be a Superman script and didn't happen. You ever see the Christopher Reeve Superman movies? They're actually pretty good.
I I've like seen bits and pieces just from them being on. I've never like seek them out to watch them.
Yeah, they're actually really pretty fun. They're different. Well, at least the first two movies are okay. Richard Donner is the director.
I mean, they're pretty much one of the main reasons they kind of got where they're at. You know, like back then there wasn't too much to go off of, and that was the biggest one I could think of,
Yeah, just Richard
other than
Donner.
like Batman, the fucking TV show or
Yeah,
something.
Richard Donner made cool shit like
Actually, Wonder
Goonies.
Woman was a good TV show.
Yep.
Oh God, what
Lethal
was
Weapon was Richard
Linda
Donner.
Carter?
Oh yeah,
Have you ever seen Linda Carter before
yeah. I mean, I've
in the
seen.
'70s?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her in the outfit, but I don't know how good that TV show is though. The
No,
'70s
I'm not saying
TV
it's
can.
good. I'm just saying
Yeah.
she's good.
Oh yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah. I don't know how good the
I've
show
never seen that
was.
show either.
Same with like the
I
Hulk.
saw her. I just know who she is. She's amazing.
Yeah, it's like how I know that Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk. I know he was the Hulk, but I never saw any of that shit.
Yeah, apparently, Eric
70s
Andre said he was
TV,
like one
man.
of the biggest assholes they had on as a guest.
Oh yeah, yeah, because he's very sensitive, I think, with the hearing stuff, and he's kind of a douche. I think he's got like,
I don't know. He just said like he was the like biggest asshole that they ever had on.
oh, Eric Andre.
Yeah, Eric Andre. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it seemed
Tom
like,
Green.
yep.
Yeah, Tom Green had like some later show where he had Eric Andre come on
But yeah, he
from
had
like
an online show, the Tom
near the
Green show.
beginning of Eric Andre's show.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was
kind of
always
an
good.
awkward interview because the whole time it felt like, you know, Eric Andre had to acknowledge how much an influence Tom Green was, and then Tom Green didn't want to bring it up, and the whole time it's like very
like I don't know, like cold when it shouldn't have been.
Well, yeah, it's almost more. Oh, he's talking about Knock at the Cabin. Dan. Okay. Yeah,
But I
it's
mean,
almost.
it's obvious how much Eric Andre show is just a Tom Green ripoff. Not
Yeah, there's also
ripoff.
probably
You
something
know,
that pissed.
whatever you want to call it. Like it's completely the same fucking
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, deep down, Tom Green has to be like a little pissed at that. That's probably what
Yeah,
that
of course.
is.
I mean, he got so much bullshit and like pushback from everything he did back then. Now it's just like nobody cares. It's like
Well, also he got to that point where he couldn't do any of that stuff in public anymore. You know, that's why he had to do the Japanese monkey hour thing because no
yeah,
one
which
knew who he
is fucking
was.
amazing. I remember watching that
That's
on
the
TiVo.
Yeah, that to me is
Remember
still his.
TiVo?
I have that saved on Plex too. That to me is still his best thing I've seen of his.
Do you have
Is
it on
this
VHS?
probably actually? I think I might.
That's a really good collectible. Like I would want to have that, just not even like open, like sealed.
Yeah, I might. I know I have a few. Like that could be something I actually have as a bought. I always had. I always would like record the screen. You know, make my own
No,
VHS
I thought it
copies.
was
But
sold on VHS,
yeah,
like
no, I think
from
I
a
have a
store.
legit copy of it. Same with like some CKY shit. I have a legit copy. But a lot of stuff I would just fucking.
Damn. I wonder what like that goes for on eBay.
I don't know. It's weird too
Do you
because you
think
could
they grade
tell.
VHS tapes like they do video games? Because I've seen N64 stuff
I think they
like the
do
box
now.
graded
Well,
and all that kind of stuff.
nothing I have is in plastic wrap though. I think a lot of that's like unopened.
Yeah, it is. It should be plastic
I don't
wrap.
have anything that's unopened. I might have. There is some possibilities. I have something that, but it's probably a popular movie where I already had a copy of it and like someone bought it for me for Christmas or something. I might have. I got a fucking. I got this Belrog toy statue thing today. It's fucking gigantic. It's like the biggest thing I have. I didn't know how big this thing was when I ordered it, but it's fucking awesome. Got it in the mail. It'd be really cool. Something I actually might want to actually take out of the box. This is
What's
not.
that smog dragon sell for?
I couldn't even find it on eBay, so maybe pretty high.
That's good then. That means it's rare.
Yeah, it
How do you
wasn't
get
like
something like
even
that
there.
graded?
I don't know. I had that box is actually when it shipped me it kind of got a little fucked up in shipping. So that box, that wouldn't
That's
be.
okay.
Yeah, I would rather sell that
It just needs
out
to
of
be
graded.
intact almost.
Well, some things you don't want to grade. You know, like if you know you're gonna get a
The
bad
thing is,
grade
I don't
on
think
it,
you can
like
even grade the box like that. I
no,
don't think it's
they
even
grade the
allowed.
box with that kind of stuff. They do.
Oh, of that size? I mean, that thing was
Yeah,
fucking big. What kind of site do you sell it on other than eBay? Is there like a different thing for vintage type of collectibles?
I mean, you would sell it either on eBay or like physically go to like a comic convention or some bullshit and sell it there to people. Might even get better price there doing that.
Yeah, I actually came across this vintage card shop. It was closed, but I took a picture of the hours, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna go there and see what I can get, just like raw. I don't want to deal with selling stuff on eBay.
yeah. I saw. Speaking of that, I was like walking because I had to drop my car off. This was I think 2 weeks ago. I should have took a picture of it, but it was by the dealership in Old Bridge, and there was a VFW that was having a card show, like baseball cards and shit.
Oh, what?
It was like a VFW, you know, like a veterans hall kind of thing. They were
Oh,
doing like a card show, and I was thinking like, wow, I haven't seen one of these like in years.
that could be good vintage.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's like pretty good. I don't know how popular it would have been though. Sure,
Well,
you would
I
have been
mean,
able
the
to
main
find
thing is
something,
like
but
whether they're aware of their like the eBay sales and stuff. Like you could go and milk that thing dry if people don't know what it actually does online.
I'm gonna look. I mean, I'm sure they might have a website. Yeah. Nah, I don't I have to have a Facebook. I don't have a Facebook.
You're not on Facebook?
Not on Facebook. My Facebook account, I think, got deleted.
Yeah, mine is. I don't think I've looked at it for like 5, 10 years to where I wonder if it just gets like deactivated. I don't
That's
know
what
how
happened to
that
mine.
works.
That's what happened to mine. Got deactivated. Like Tom
Oh,
told
okay.
me, like I think I stopped using it in 2015. I think he said he looked like he couldn't even like I'm not even able to be found. But I think at one point I was. Like I was just an inactive account.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm not.
what shows up when you Google your name? I'm gonna Google myself.
Oh, my LinkedIn. Yeah, basically my LinkedIn and my website for resume website.
I got my SoundCloud, Twitter. Oh man, maybe I should like change my Twitter name. What the fuck is Peak U?
But yeah, I got to make sure my OnlyFans is buried. Yeah, it's true.
Peak U. Did you get that site at all?
No, but it's probably like an aggregator shit where they just like pops up
Oh
shit.
man,
Yeah, it's probably something fake.
I got some sites related to like relatives of mine and stuff.
Yeah, I got like I see obituaries related to my name and shit that are
Really?
accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, this is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, like I
Ooh, I got
see.
another follower. Nice.
Yeah, it's like obituary for my grandfather that died like years ago. Like shit like that is popping up.
Yeah, I got an obituary for one of my uncles that married my aunt. Lived in Ewing. The fuck is this site?
Oh, weird. Okay, shit. Oh, wow.
Sign in the guest book or send flowers. This is some weird shit.
I think I found
Oh, this is not
Dave's.
even related to me. This guy Richard J. Oh wait, no. What? What?
Oh, we popped. I found Dave's
Yeah.
old Twitter that had my name on it somehow.
What's that?
I don't even know. It's like crazy. I think it was just Dave retweeting
Well,
shit.
like, what's the name? Can you link it?
Aghast a lurkin.
What are the posts like?
Like nothing. It's from 2015. Hard to explain.
Oh, it's like MySpace.
Yeah, it kind of has a MySpace vibe to it.
I still have a. I have a MySpace.
I
It's not.
I think I have
You know what's
one.
fucked up?
That's probably
MySpace
not
had
linked
this
to me.
big fucking crash where everyone lost all their shit.
Yeah,
It's
all my music
horrible.
on there is gone.
I know some of that stuff I like really fucking wanted still.
Yeah, I mean, Dave I know has yeah MySpace. Yeah, dude in college, Dancast. MySpace was the shit for us. That was
Yo, this
our.
tank's awesome. Adam.
Oh, cool, cool. I see he's going quick.
Adam.
I will add
I
him.
just looked at their gear. It's disgusting.
Yeah, MySpace was precursor, man.
You add the healer too.
They really
These
could have
two are
been
like a duo.
they could have been also when I used Facebook back then, you needed an edu login to log. You needed to be affiliated with a college to use Facebook back when I started. I don't know if you probably I don't know if you were on Facebook then, but you needed to be linked to a school because that was where the whole thing started. It was supposed to be
Did
like
you
your.
get did you get connected to Veripages?
Say it again. Get out there.
A site called Veripages.
No, but I know what's happening. He was literally a child. Oh yeah, yeah, man. We were there for early internet.
Damn, some of these sites are fucking weird, man. I don't like having all this stuff exposed about myself.
I think there are services to pay for to hide it, but you fucking
I
pay
can
for it.
see um I can see my age, my address,
Yeah,
and
they
every
know that.
single
That's
person
dude.
that lived in
Yep.
the place that lived before me. Like I don't like that shit being out there. That's
Yeah,
fucking creepy.
That's all public record.
What if I have some psychopath that doesn't like me and they know exactly where to go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dan, you can pay for it to get rid of it. You know, maybe it is something that's good to. Because I don't like it. I don't think anyone likes that. That's out there. I don't think there's anyone actively that would like that.
No, that's not true. Like
Who would
all these
actively like
fucking
that?
everyone on Instagram, like
Yeah,
they
but they don't
want you
want.
to like.
I don't think they want you to know where they live. I kind of
Oh
doubt they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
that. Like they don't want to
Oh right,
know like your residences.
but they want. I mean, well, they kind of do. I mean, like, do you put yourself out at that level? People are gonna find out.
It's true.
People should not be able to find out what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything warranting any kind of attention to be that easy to just pick up right away. To me, there's a big difference between like being public and being private, but still having the ability to find all that shit.
Yeah, I agree with what Dan Cass saying. If you have an insane ex or been arrested, yeah, it's definitely good to get it wiped. Never been arrested, but
No, I've been close.
yeah. Well, I've never really been close. I've always had weed and shit. I could have been. I've been pulled over with drugs in my car, so there's that. It could have gone worse than it did, I guess.
Close enough for me.
But yeah. Also, I remember like random night leaving Dave's, which is we're in like a middle of nowhere type town. But I left his house and I pulled out like without, because there's no one on the roads by us. It's like you can drive all the way home and not see a car, kind of thing, and it's like a 10-minute drive. Pulled out of his lot, like his road, and I didn't really stop at the stop sign fully. And the car that was actually passing was a cop, a state trooper. Pulls me over, and actually I had like people from college. The one guy had like ecstasy pills on him and shit, and I had like a bunch of weed. I might have had like an ounce of weed. Oh, great! Got a drop, but I have is that better?
Upgrade?
No, it's not an upgrade. Nope, mine is better. I'm gonna keep it, just like an alternative gun that I could use. But yeah, got pulled over. I had a bunch of shit on us, and just said like, "Oh, I didn't know, couldn't do that, officer."
Any acid? Psychedelics?
Honestly, I want to say he had ecstasy and acid on him because he got it through like us here. Like he got it through here. And I want to say he did have acid on.
Don't those have higher?
Oh yeah, but it's so hard to track. You can never like couldn't. There's no drug dog that'll smell acid and shit. It's pretty hard to know what a fucking piece of paper is.
Well, now I don't know why anyone would even be looking for it.
No one's looking for it now. Yeah. I mean, I think stuff like Molly, people are looking for ketamine. That's the big drug, man. K. I was shocked at that. I've seen now these people like K. No cap on God, man. They like K. Straight,
cheap, right?
straight bussin', man, as these young folks say. No cap, they be straight bussin'. Is your mouse fucking up? I don't know. Maybe I just know certain young people that like ketamine, or so I don't know.
No, I just got distracted by that statement.
Oh, by K. Oh,
yeah, I had to look. I was trying to look up the numbers.
Oh, straight bussin', no cap.
No, like the
whatever
relative ketamine usage from.
You don't know your Zoomer
3 years ago to now.
Yeah, I don't know the Zoomer statistics.
Up. What?
I don't know the Zoomer statistics of drugs they like.
Zoomer statistics?
I think that's what their generation is called. Oh, so, all right. So he said, Dan Cass saying people are doing Xanax, Coke, and Adderall. Well, that hasn't changed then. These are old standbys.
Man. I like. Yeah, I wish I. Well,
people I saw were doing something that they called Calvin Klein, where it would be doing cocaine with K, and it was called Calvin Klein.
I like that.
Yeah, I guess it's like a designer kind of designer drug cocaine experience.
I kind of get an upgrade there,
Oh, you did for the shoulders? Oh yeah, it
just
looks
because
like
of the stats. Even though it's a blue for a blue,
yeah. I've had good experiences for Adderall though. It's pretty good.
I like Adderall a lot. I couldn't really get it much, but the few times I did, I took it and like recorded like a whole bunch of music
But it has that Adderall feel though. Ever
and
noticed
a
that?
lot of it I really like and I still listen to. I like did all this like crazy sampling of stuff and like I don't know what came over me, but a lot of it came out fucking awesome. And without being on that drug, I'd probably never be able to like replicate or do anything like it.
Well, I remember I did Adderall and I wrote a bunch of shit, and then I looked back at like the writing, and it was just very like coked up. It's hard to explain. It wasn't.
Oh, didn't we?
It was very
Was that when
disjointed.
we were doing the wood stuff?
Yeah, if you respond well to it, you have ADHD. That is true. I probably actually do have ADHD.
I think didn't we? We took Adderall and we wrote like that horror movie that took place in the woods with like
Yeah, we wrote a bunch of shit on it. I remember.
war veterans that were like really old friends, and then they go out and like it turns out one of them's like a psychopath and is like killing people, and then the other guy's got to like try and get out of the situation, you know, without letting them know that he thinks they're fucking crazy, and then once they get up to like the site, they like find some people in the middle of the woods and like they'll murder them all, and then like all right, he's like he truly realized like he's got to get the fuck out of this situation.
Yeah, I like the basic plot of it.
Yeah, but then remember we revised it and added the like weird fantastical creature thing with like an old man who's like a demon.
Yeah, I think that was good too. I like that.
I
It
know,
actually
but it's
reminds me
like
of
two different movies. Like both
there's
of them are like
a
two separate movies altogether.
it's kind of like this show that was on HBO. It was a Stephen King thing. What was the fucking movie show? The
Everything's a
Outsider.
Stephen King
The
thing, man.
Outsider.
It's like South Park saying The Simpsons
Yeah,
did
it was
it. You
similar.
know?
Oh, I see Dan Cass said he's got thrown out of UPenn for selling Adderall. Yeah, that sucks. Were you were selling your
Really, I
prescription?
didn't know there was like
Yeah,
a drug that gets police like that.
it was a big deal, especially with college, because they'd be like, "Oh, it's people are staying up and
Study on it, yeah.
yeah, making
I
them
definitely
late."
used it
Yeah,
for that, but
I never had
not
that
not
around.
not like that. I wasn't.
We didn't have that around in school. I remember. I don't think it
Well, yeah, I was
existed.
about to say like I wasn't really using it for school stuff. But that was like the tail end. I
There was
really was
something
using it for
else.
like
Ritalin, I think. Ritalin, I think, is what they gave
yeah,
kids,
Ritalin.
and then Adderall
And
is like what really worked.
yeah,
But yeah, Ritalin didn't do anything. Like that was never like a street drug or fun drug. But Adderall and drinking
I
is
kind of like the
it's good mix there. I haven't had actually I think I did do Adderall. I did a little bit of Adderall in the summer during Tom's wedding.
I kind of just like it as like a every now and then thing instead of taking it like every day.
Oh yeah. You got to because if you want to use it as a narcotic. If you take it every day, it would just become medicine. You want to get high off that shit. Oh, oh shit, you lost all your scholarship. Oh, that sucks, man.
You
Well,
remember when who
well,
was
it
it?
sounds
Was
like
it
you're
your
doing good
house
now.
or
So
somebody's house where Andy was walking outside of their front yard with a sign
yeah,
with
he has
like
a
a
really
sawdust
strange
acid?
story. Which I mean, I don't think it was acid. It was probably something crazier. But he went to some jam band type show.
What is sawdust acid?
I don't think that's a thing. It was that's sawdust acid. I don't think is a
No, no, is
thing.
that like just slang term for like a bunch of like random like incense and kind of weird crap that you smoke and get fucked up
No, I
instead
think
of like actual acid?
Remember how Andrew got those experimental drugs? It could have been something like that, where it was just a weird psychedelic that was made by
Yeah,
somebody.
like DOC, DOI.
It was probably something like that, where it was not a real. It wasn't acid. It was probably something strange, and you know, people in
Yeah,
their
that's fucking
early
crazy, man. That,
20s.
that shit fucked me up. Like watching Baraka on that stuff.
Oh, that's a
It's
good
almost
movie,
like
man. That's a
it
great movie. And that
it,
was it
it like
Kobashi?
MK Ultra me like where the Clockwork Orange guy vomits when he sees ultra violence. Like after seeing that, I couldn't eat meat at all. Like I would have those like flashback images of the killing fields of all these cattle and stuff getting their throats slit, and I would start vomiting and stuff, or like get really really nauseous to the point where I couldn't fully digest it, and then I had to like puke it into a napkin or something.
Oh yeah, he's saying this one dude saying that it was cat, which is I think it's K2 is what maybe he was doing K2.
Oh man, wasn't that was like that incense
It was like
shit,
it was
wasn't it?
sold as an incense that people would then end up
Yeah,
taking.
we were smoking incense. I wasn't, but they were
Yeah, and also this is true.
collectively.
Like he's saying most people shouldn't take psychedelics. It is true. Also, some people don't realize that during your early 20s, you might have inset mental illnesses that starts around then, and that's only going to help it. Like if you have some sort of mental illness that you don't even know about, and then you take a bunch of K2, it could release some shit. But that director, Ron Frick, who did Raka, is great. That Cohen Jan Scotzi movie or whatever is really good too. I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
that.
that
You know what I'm talking
with
about?
Philip Glass doing the music.
I think so. And then Sam Sarah was good. That guy's shit is good.
Yeah, I mean
I wonder if he's like gonna do anything else.
it's just time lapse with really good music and then amazing editing, and it's like a giant montage for like an hour straight. It's in just beautiful visually. A lot of times the visuals will like blend and edit into themselves to where they'll almost like cross reference each other, but they're completely different um, parts of the world and uh, cultures and stuff like that. And then it like has this weird subconscious kind of thing where like you just see like all the connections that different people have without even realizing it through culture and just especially like geographically too. Like all the stuff is when they show like cities in Japan being like sped up and slowed down over and over and over again. It looks like a um, microorganism
Yeah, I
under
remember
a like under a microscope. It's
yeah,
fucking creepy.
they would have cool themes, like they would show a bunch of lights and people moving and all these people, and then like kind of cut to ants and kind of have a theme going with Animal Kingdom, connecting it to worker ants or other shit, shit like that.
Yeah, Nat
Actually,
Geo's good. I like all that Planet Earth stuff and like The Future's Wild. A lot of stuff's really good.
yeah, and
I
also I
just
agree.
like documentary stuff
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah. No, I definitely did too. I love a good documentary.
Because it doesn't require like people to
Speaking
come
of
on and
which,
perform and be actors and do lines of dialogue and stuff. It's just like information
yeah,
and
speaking of
visuals.
which, I backed. I probably told you about this before. It's called In Search of Darkness. They now put out a third one where they just talk about horror movies. My name's in the credit, which is kind of cool. But it was good. It like they're really going into because they just talk about 80s movies. So it's like they go through each year, but now this is like the third one. So now like they're going to the real bottom of the barrel stuff. It's actually one of the cooler ones they've done because they're talking about weirder movies than they did the first time around. Like 1980 horror movies, you'd probably start talking about The Shining, Friday 13th. Now they're talking about like it comes without warning, Motel Hell, Cannibal Holocaust, like that kind of like going a little bit deeper into the weirder shit. Night of the Zombies, City of the Living Dead, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
but if you've never seen it, they just spoil it all.
some yeah, I mean some they don't show you a lot of the clips. They just kind of talk about some things with it. Kind of talk about So it's a lot of like gives me a lot of like stuff to write down to go download.
I know, but like stuff like that, they should have like a version where you can watch it, and then they have like commentary live, and then afterwards, like a episode that reviews and references the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a
So
long
then
ass
you can
movie. Though.
avoid the spoilers because you can at least like watch it with them at the same time, even though it's a playback.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Dan Cass saying you can't be a paranoid, anxious type and take psychedelics. It's definitely true. It should be
I don't
some.
know. I feel like you
I don't know.
can. It's just you need to be
You need to
around
be
people that you're
prepared.
comfortable with.
Yeah, and prepared for the experience. It's like you can't just go fucking take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a paranoid, anxious type, and I've taken it and not freaked out. It's just
Yeah,
because I wasn't like taking it and going out and doing stupid shit that would
yeah,
overwhelm me. I just like
yeah.
hung
Not a
out with
party
people
drug.
that I knew for a long time and were like
Like I would
comfortable around.
never want to take a psychedelic drug at a fucking jam band concert. That'd be like too stress. Like you're
No, it's like too much
outside. It's
stimulation.
stressful. You don't have anywhere like to sit. Like no.
There's enough to already be like overwhelmed with to have that level of just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. Like actually at a concert, probably the best thing to do is drink. Then you feel probably a little more connected to it.
This tank fucking sucks.
Even weed with some of that stuff. I remember being very anxious. Like, oh, I'm smoking. Like this is when weed was a little more legal, but you'd smoke weed and be worried about the fucking staff guy in the crowd looking at
Yeah,
you.
that's the thing.
I've had
Like, I
joints
used to
taken
be
away.
a lot of like the reason I had issues with smoking or being paranoid was because of that.
Yeah, because the
Now
illegalness.
that it's
That
not an
that is
issue
true.
anymore, it's different.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like the physical implications. It was just the sociological where like I'm not allowed to do this and I can't do this, and if I get caught doing this, there's really bad legal ramifications, and that's what caused the stress. I mean, that's what fucking sucks, man. It's like growing up and living through that was so annoying. Like I remember
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Red
And
got caught and
definitely.
blame me for like him having the stuff on him to where his mom wouldn't let me like around his house anymore, and that wouldn't even be a thing anymore because
Well, you were
everyone
still
would just be like,
young.
who cares?
You guys are probably still a little too young to be smoking weed, though. So someone could react like that. Like even though you really weren't, but I could still see people acting like that.
Well, she was okay with alcohol at the same time though, so
Well,
that's
it's
what I'm
just,
saying. It's like
I think she was a drunk, wasn't she? She was like a drunk. That's why she
I'm
was
pretty
okay
sure
with
she was
alcohol.
smoking too and doing like
Probably
pills and
was.
stuff.
She was. I remember like she was kind of fucking crazy, like a crazy person.
Yeah, she scared me definitely.
Yeah, like
Like,
I
there
remember
were a few times where like she scared the shit out of me.
Greg's fucking crazy, too. Like he's, I think he's had issues with mental illness.
I mean, a lot of times it's genetic, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of times it's like that's the fucked up thing. It's like a lot of like what you are, what you have to deal with is just like what you're born with. You have no control.
yeah,
You
and
know? Just, like,
and also
then you
like
just gotta
a lot of
you
that
just gotta
shit.
deal with it.
A lot of that stuff is on set around like your early 20s. You could be a completely different person beforehand, and stuff like comes out around then. Something you might not ever have had until you're like 21.
You know what's weird? Like growing up, I had terrible, terrible allergies my whole life. Like awful. I had to get shots and stuff. And
Mhm.
then after like 20, 25, 30, it just went away completely.
I
Went
actually
away.
had allergies like a few seasons, but I actually think it was probably because I was smoking weed. I think it had something to do with weed. Like I
I
think
don't know.
weed
I mean,
was.
part of it for me was I was allergic to cats and dogs, and my mom had both of them.
I think it was like for me, it was like I think the
Fuck
throat
me up.
issues. You ever get like a weird throat issue because of allergies or something? I think it was really just because I was smoking so much
Yeah, it was
weed.
like an itch you can't scratch.
Yeah, it was. I think that was more because I was smoking weed than allergy. I was putting fucking plant material in my lungs like 24/7.
I think there's a lot of allergens in that. 'Cause that would
Dude,
explain a lot of
to
stuff,
tell you the truth,
possibly.
if it was outdoor weed, there could be pollen in that directly. And there's probably a good chance a lot of that was outdoor weed that was just shipped to us somehow. Especially like back then, I wasn't getting dispensary shit. I was getting shit that was whatever your dealer had. Who knows where the fuck they got it? Yeah, and allergies can change. It is true. I have heard that. Yeah, because
Mine
you can
seems
develop
so
allergies.
fucking bad. Like to the point where my eyes would like crust up
Now I remember
and like
you had
close
issues with it.
and stuff.
You legit had like issues with allergies.
Well, and also like I would go to Days all the time, and he had like 20
Cats.
fucking cats, and I was allergic to cats. Man. And like every time I'd stay there, I would immediately have to take all my clothes and like just almost like throw them out.
Yeah, I could see that because it gets bad. There was a point where he did have I think like 6 cats around.
I mean, the
Too
worst
many.
experience I ever had though was when I got bed bugs.
Yeah.
That was so painful, like
Yeah.
really painful. Just burnt. I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, shit was terrible. It's a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass, that shit. Yeah,
Well, you didn't
mold.
get them. You didn't physically get them.
No, but I had to deal with the whole fucking someone coming in and all that shit.
Yeah, I
And
know, but
that
like
wasn't Doug dealing with it. I had to deal
physically,
with
it's
all that
like
shit.
really, it hurts a lot. It's like it's more than just like itching. It's like almost like they compared to like fire ants. It's like a throbbing kind of sensation you get, and then it just
Yeah, and mold is definitely that black mold. I know most people are allergic to it. It's true.
honestly like waking up in the middle of the night. It felt like I was in the middle of like a fucking horror movie. It was like a nightmare. Like really.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't like
it
that
was
shit.
all over my body, and then I was looking around, and like in that moment, I like looked around and realized like all over the walls, all over the bed, all over the floor, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" And I just
Yeah.
like ran out of the room.
Yeah, and I looked
Like that was the
online.
closest thing I've ever been to like living in a horror movie.
I remember looking online, being like, "What can attract bed bugs?" And there was like a checklist
No
of
box
stuff.
springs.
Oh, dude, it was a checklist of stuff. It was maybe 10 things, and like
Yeah,
I
not
looked in Doug's
cleanliness.
room,
No
like
box springs. Clothes on the
just
floor,
clothes all scattered
all over.
everywhere,
Like every single.
trash. He had
Exactly. When I
everything.
googled it, right after I left the room, I googled it, and like every single one of them was like check, check, check. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's annoying too because it was. I mean, that's probably why I never got in my room because my room was actually like organized.
But
So
I never
like,
even like I never even slept in there ever.
no, but
Like the
Doug
one
was
time, like, the few
using the
times
living
I
room more
fucking
than
did
I
it,
would.
that's what happened.
Yeah, but he was
Which
using the living room
make,
a lot more than I would.
which is like crazy to me. Like it makes me think like was he like just in there sleeping through that shit?
I think
Or like he
probably
just never
so.
experienced it. Like,
He
because that's one
claims
thing.
he claims it never like bit him or anything. I don't buy it. There's no way.
I don't know, man. I'm
I
almost
saw
thinking
them
like
in his thing.
he like went through it and just didn't even like think enough of it to do anything about it, or he just like realized it and then just put it off
He
and then got
probably
out of
had it
there.
happen and he didn't want to like.
That's what I think. I think he
Yeah,
realized it and got out of there because wasn't he like just staying in Millstone for a long period of
yeah.
time
That was like the
around
fucked
then?
up thing is he then like went back home
That's what I think would
during, and
happen.
I
I
had to
think
deal
he
with all the
realized what was
shit.
going on,
I mean,
and
I
then
did
instead of
too.
dealing with it, he didn't say anything and just stayed at Millstone the whole time. And then
Yeah, I think
I
he.
came in
Yeah,
and found out about it and then exposed it.
I don't remember. He could have been.
You're
He could
lucky,
have
man,
known.
because that if that kept going on, that would have went from his unit into yours eventually. Like it would have
Well,
crept through the walls,
the
through
guy
the
came
floors.
by. The guy who came by the exterminator, like I talked with him. He said it probably was from your people downstairs. Now Doug claimed the same thing, but Doug, like, if Doug's room wasn't as gross, it wouldn't have, like, they wouldn't have probably even stayed there. You know, like, there was that too. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Well, you had like 6 people living underneath you in a
Fucking two
3
bedroom
or no,
place.
a 2 bedroom,
Oh, dude. Let's see.
right?
There was a husband, a wife, the grandmother, um, older son, younger son. There was 5 people living in a 2 bedroom place. I don't know how they did
That's
it.
not even legal.
No, no way. They weren't
You kind
legal
of had
though.
like a bit of a slumlord going on. Like that's who I work for right now. They
Nah,
do that
they
kind of
they,
slumlord shit.
they really weren't because they kept upping their
They'll
price.
have like 6 people live in a one bathroom, you know,
Dude, we were
and be cool
paying
with it.
we were paying like I think we were paying like $1,700 towards the end of that. That's also
No,
why
I know, but that's 2 people in a two-bedroom. I'm talking about
it's
6 people in
ridiculous
a
though.
two-bedroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Pigpen motherfucker Doug for sure. That's why I think him and Aaron had a little falling out. That it could have been partially because of Doug's cleanliness.
I don't know. I don't.
I just don't know how long you'd want someone to live in your house too. Like I get it with Lunchbox. You got a house. You really want someone living there, not paying that much. And it
Yeah,
is
I mean,
true. You're right.
I
Like,
don't know the situation or like circumstances at all, but
well, I
I
know he
wouldn't want to.
told me that
I wouldn't want to pay for somebody to live in my house
a
for no
couple
reason
months,
like that.
the restaurant he worked for closed down because of renovations. So I think there was a couple months where like Lunchbox didn't get any rent from Doug. But in the end, though, also
Yeah,
Aaron's
he's
very
lucky, man.
rich.
That he's got somebody who's so well off to not care.
That's the thing. It's like really in the end, it's not even any skin off at
But
Lunchbox when
then again,
he's
he could have
wealthy.
just always just gone home and been fine. You know, it's like
Yeah,
that's not something like I've ever had. Like I couldn't just like go home and live with my parents. They would never. They wouldn't even want me there. Like they wouldn't
yeah.
accept me there. Like that's not something I even think of as an alternative.
I don't think Doug's parent. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Doug's parents would mind too. I don't know.
Are they still in Millstone? I thought they were gonna move.
No, they ended up not selling their house. They look at a really bad deal. Like during that, like where all the houses were selling super high, the price that they got was awful. It was awful. I forget what it
You
was,
mean they
but
have a pool? They have a finished
oh no,
basement?
it was like they have like a very nice house, and I think the offer was only like
Yeah.
six.
They have
I think it was
they have
600 something. It was only 600 something. The house should be
they have
like
like a deck and a
yeah.
balcony. Yeah,
It
the
was like
house is awesome.
it was like 600 something. That house should have
And they have
been
like really nice landscaping too.
yeah. It was like a $600,000 house, but that was appraised, but it was definitely worth more during that time. That's like a $800,000 house, I would say. In New Jersey, could sell for that.
And they got that whole bar finished and stuff too.
Yeah, and then they always keep updating that house. Like that house is always like they're always doing
They got a
fucking something.
fireplace. They got multiple fireplaces, I think.
I do have to say that bar that they put in is super tacky. It like doesn't fit the house.
Well, I mean,
It's kind of
it's kind
weird.
of I don't know. Something to me, like when you do something like that, it makes like the entire room feel so
Disjointed.
forced.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know. Yeah, it's just like it's not comfortable to be
No,
in.
but
It just
they
feels
could have.
like
Yeah.
when I'm in it, I have to like be doing something or be a certain way or something like that. It's just not relaxing, you know?
No, but and they could have made a bar that kind of fit the house. You know what I mean? Like they could have done that whole idea that fit the house, and that would have been really cool. Something probably a little more like wood based. Like I think there was these like black tiles on the ground that almost looked like I don't know how to explain it, like disco-y almost. I don't know how to explain it, like dance floorish. It's like in the
Their
middle, like
living room always kind of freaked me out a little bit too because it's so big. Like the
yeah,
TV is so far away from where
the
you actually
couches.
sit
Yeah,
to view it.
I mean, I'll say this though that their kitchen is awesome. Like having those huge
Yeah, I
ass
love their kitchen.
islands and like how their whole table is like an island. Like that is pretty cool. Like if
Yeah,
I,
it's awesome. And I
and
like
they have, like the
how
sinks in the
um
island. Like
yeah, they have
yeah,
like so many pull-out cabinets all over the place and so many like snacks all over.
yeah. Like that kitchen has an awesome setup. Like I'll give them that. Like that house is kind of weird, but that kitchen is like no one would not like that kitchen.
And then they have like right past the kitchen there's a slider that goes out to like a whole balcony with a barbecue and
Yeah,
stuff.
they never used that enough. I feel like
I used it a little bit. I remember when I was there, Doug would make like burgers and stuff
yeah,
on it.
grilled on it. That's another big thing I see. Like the
Oh, they had
guy.
like a gazebo. I forgot about that
Yeah, they
too.
also never really use that. But that's a big thing having these sort of outdoor living rooms. that are like right
Oh, yeah,
outside your.
a fire
Yeah,
pit, and a gazebo. Yeah.
like the guy next to me has like he's got couches. He's got this big overhang. He's got like a TV out there. It's like a whole. It's essentially a living room
Tiki
that's outside.
torches and shit. Yeah.
No, it's like high end. It's almost like you're at like a restaurant bar that's outside. It looks like that. Like that's a big trend in the housing stuff. It looks awesome. Like it looks really cool. I've seen him use it like once and then never out there again. Like that's nothing. It's like you pay for all that shit and no one uses it. Yeah, no, it's
Well,
true.
I
If
think a lot of times it's more about just like showing people that you have it than actually doing anything with it.
yeah, and also like Dancast is writing, it also is an investment as far as you then could sell. You can now then upsell your house because of that.
I know, but if like people don't want that shit,
No,
then
people do want. I'm telling you, people want that
really not
shit.
adding a lot. You know, like if people don't want a gazebo and tiki torches and a pool, then a lot of that isn't in their like
This is
even
like
searches or interests.
this is like a grill that's hooked into like a. It's like a grill that's hooked into a table kind of bar, and then there's like outdoor furniture, living room type things, and a TV, and like a fireplace. So it's essentially like a room outside, but and it's near the pool. So it's like kind of having an open pool house.
You remember when uh Spicer like snuck in and lived
Yeah, I
in
was there.
James's
Yeah, we were there for like 3 days.
house for like a month or something?
No, it was like a. They went on vacation. I think it was like 5 days, but I was there for 3 days. It was fun. We like smoked so much
It's just
weed in their
weird.
house.
I felt like he was like trying to hide from his family or something.
It was pretty like honestly, when you look back at that, that's pretty bad. We could have like that would have been so bad if we got caught. Like
Well, forget that. Remember when we had that fort that almost got like we could have easily been all burned alive inside of it,
yeah, but also like I mean we were breaking and entering.
or
If
it could have
cops
like
came,
collapsed. That thing could have collapsed, and like all the dirt could have just suffocated all of us.
I mean I remember we were there for like 3 days and like the housekeeper came and we were in the pool house and we had to hide while like the housekeeper came and they kind of like were suspicious of something going on in the pool house. So like we almost got caught in there.
I know we did like some
Stupid shit.
yeah, like really terrible shit. Well, especially with like the going to the school and all that kind of stuff. That was like really fucked up.
Oh
And then
yeah.
selling
I didn't do that.
the stuff that we stole from it.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I remember you guys did that.
I mean, that's fucking awesome. Like making a couple $100s off of a DVD VHS hybrid player back when like DVD stuff was still relatively new.
Yeah, I remember I was there before you guys went into the school. It was like I had to leave the next morning. I had to leave the next morning for a vacation, but I was at like Fisher's the night before. So and you guys were all like playing it out. I'm
Yeah, we
glad I
bought it
wasn't
out for
there.
like a few days.
I'm glad I wasn't
Not
there.
even like a week.
And then you guys
And,
broke into the school.
And then we had like a fire extinguisher fight, which we should have just like kept them as is and sold them.
Wait,
They would've made a lot of
did they
money.
like did any did they know someone broke in just that they never found out who? Like I don't really remember what happened afterwards.
They had to have.
But it was never like it was never an announced thing like people broke into the school like
I think it just financially wasn't enough of a burden or anything to bring it up. I don't know because
oh and one thing we did that I've heard of people like
it's definitely noticeable.
I heard about kids getting shot for this. Remember when we used to like go around a neighborhood and see an open garage and then run into their garage and steal beer from like the garage fridge?
Yeah.
I've heard a story
When I
about
got it-
kids getting like shot because they intruded on a
When
house.
I got in that car accident with Jason driving, the entire back seat was full of shit we just fucking stole from like,
Did you get in trouble for that? Was beer in trouble? Like that could have been on the charge. You guys shouldn't have had beer.
I don't know. I don't remember that being brought up, but
Probably maybe they just let that off because it was bad enough.
I don't know if they looked inside the car.
I don't think he was able to drive then until he was 21. Probably
No, he wasn't. He wasn't all that drive. It was
like license
honestly, like, I
revoked.
think there are people in the car that could have been driving instead legally, but he didn't want to because he wanted to
Yeah, he
be
wanted to drive.
driving.
I mean, I was in the car the day before where he almost fucking got in an accident that day. So I was
Passing a
like, when
school bus, right?
was that? We
I
skidded
was in the
off.
car. He passed a school bus where the stop sign came out for kids to go across the street,
Oh my
and he
god,
almost hit a couple kids.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, like it was so fucking sick. It's like a horror movie, man. It really was like watching him drive was like being inside a fucking horror film. Like
What was he?
he
What
literally
were we?
almost mowed
15?
down a bunch of kids, and then we robbed a bunch of houses, stole liquor, threw an egg at this guy mowing a lawn, and then sped off into open traffic and got reamed on the right side because the fact that we like hit the guy with the egg, he like had this freak out moment that he had to speed off for no reason, which it didn't matter. The guy didn't even like realize that we hit him.
Yeah, we were some bad kids. I have to say, there were some bad.
Because
Or
of
not.
fucking CKY and like Jackass and all that shit, we're all just like wanting to be like in one of those films, you know, like even though no one was even videotaping it. It was like
It was just kind of like,
it's just like a mindset, you know.
yep.
I remember once I fucking rode a bike down a hill like as fast as I could into a um
Yeah, definitely the.
dishwasher that somebody was throwing out,
Yeah, definitely like the
and
CKY
my
stuff.
head smashed into the side of the dishwasher, and they didn't even end up using it for the fucking video. I was like, I'm done. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then also,
I never did that. I think I was
we did
maybe a
this shit
little
where,
smarter than
I
that.
had like a mattress we were throwing out on the side of my house, and we lit it on fire, and then jumped off the side of my house over it. But I easily could have like burned down my entire house. It was like way too close to my house.
We were some precocious fucks right there. That's a better way to put it. Pretty
You remember I
precocious,
had that
pretty bad.
trampoline?
Yeah.
We jumped off of my roof onto that trampoline. Like that was a big fucking drop. That is like almost like stunt person type of
Oh
shit.
yeah, that
you
pretty
know?
much is like stunt person shit. That's what
Like,
that's kind of what that
it's too
CKY shit
much.
was.
I know, but it's like it's just us. Like
Yeah,
like
it was
these
doing a
idiots,
stunt
these
for no reason.
people.
It's because people are
I
idiots.
mean, you kind of did the same kind of stuff with that wrestling shit. Like
Yeah, but
even worse so.
I don't know if we were ever that. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I mean honestly,
Well,
there could have been
you could have easily paralyzed.
so many
like,
people could
over
have
and
got like
over
really
again.
hurt. Yeah, and it's true. You got to do it when you're young because you can't do it now. It's like if we did it now, we'd get like broken bones like a second we tried to do anything. I'd break
heard,
my
like,
ankle before we even went down the hill on the bike. You know, like my
I
ankle would
heard there's
break.
something about like especially in car accidents where
Yeah, if you
people are,
like,
intoxicated, their body is loose and they don't react the same way to the belt and all that kind of stuff when it happens. To where people who are sober tense up and it makes the impact that much worse. Which is it sounds fucked up. It's like it's almost better to be like fucked up and loose during the car accident than aware what's going on and all stressed and tensed out.
yeah, I think American Dad did an episode on that actually. They talked about that.
Who?
I think it was American Dad or Family Guy or something. They did some bit on that.
You watch American Dad?
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched most of it.
Oh fuck, did I go the wrong way?
I think you did. You followed all those NPCs.
I do that every fucking time.
Yeah, we went the weird way on this whole map. I've never seen whatever way we did. I've never done this.
I was too busy talking about fucking Jackass and stuff.
Yeah, I like twisted my ankle just stepping outside a door. Oh shit! You got hit by a drunk driver, Dan Cass. That's terrible. That's where it's like I don't trust people out on the road because you never
I've
know.
definitely driven drunk, but I've never like wanted to. It's just like whatever situation I was in, I really didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I would never. I would try not to, of course. Exactly.
Yeah, he was trying not to, but
Oh, some people I think don't give a shit. I mean, that's I was
no,
I
I
was
mean some
I
people
was
like
talking about it with
casually fucking do it.
I
Yeah,
forget who I was talking about it with, but like we have these things. It's weird. Also, like we have this weird standard in America where you have these places that are obviously bars. Like bars where people are going. Like they're nothing. They're not good. They're like bars. You're going there to get fucked up. You obviously have to drive there, and you obviously have to drive back. It's like it's something like when we look back in the future, be like they fucking did these things. Like you had these places where people were obviously going to break the law.
yeah,
Oh
but
God,
then you have
yeah, that's the case.
stations around that said place to then like make sure you're not doing it, and then catch a certain amount of people and
Yeah,
make money off of them.
and you're obviously going to get people
It's
because
entrapment.
that's what they're
That's what
there
it
for.
is. It's entrapment.
Oh shit,
It's
yeah.
really what it is.
You snapped your leg
Because
and couldn't
then
walk.
like
Oof,
you'll be
that
like a
sucks.
mile away over a bridge that everyone has to pass, and then you have a bunch of police there stopping everyone for ID and breathalyzing. You know, I mean
Yeah. And certain
that's why
places are
it
worse
exists.
than
It just makes
certain
them money.
places are worse for it. Like we're like Millstone. Fuck, I mean, if you're gonna get in an accident as a drunk driver, you're probably gonna like just hit a tree. But if you're like driving in New
Or
York
deer.
City, yeah, or deer. If you're driving in New York City, you could fucking kill someone. Like,
I know, but like deer are a pretty big fucking
oh
issue, man.
yeah,
Like there's certain places driving
but
in
you could be
Millstone
not drunk.
you
Yeah,
have to know what's going on. Like you need to like be aware that any second they'll pop out.
yeah. I mean,
Like
you could be
especially
not
around like
drunk.
nurseries and stuff. Like
Yep.
tree nurseries.
Yeah, it is always the case. Like like the person who was the drunk driver was fine. It's always that's the case. They're fine, and they always just fuck someone up. That's like always you always hear they kill someone and then they're
Yeah, they
fine.
kill like some woman and her kids, and then they get out after a few months.
Actually, there was a good show that talked about that too. Actually, dude, this was a really good show. Midnight Mass it was called. It's on Netflix. Yeah, and if you hit a deer, your car could be totaled. But also, I mean, you could hit a deer and total your car without being drunk or fucked up. It could just happen. I think when you grow up around this like areas that are tons of deer, though, you sort of get this second sense of when it's gonna come, but you still never know.
2021. This cast is a bunch of nobodies. I never heard of
Yeah,
any
dude,
of
it's
them.
fucking good though. That director is great, Mike Flanagan, and such a good. I can't even tell you about the plot because there's like a weird twist in it, but good fucking story. It starts off with a guy who kills someone, goes to jail because he's drunk, and then gets out and like kind of has to deal with life. Then goes back to his old town.
Tails game you did. Oh, I love Carla Gugino. God,
Yeah,
she's so fucking cool. Oh,
yeah, that
Doctor
we're
Sleep. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard you guys talk about how good The Haunting of Hill House was. I never saw it, but I know
yeah,
you
it's
and Doug
fucking good
love it.
too. Yeah, definitely. Doctor Sleep, The Haunting of Hill House, and Midnight Mass are like everything this guy's done is really good. He did a recent show that was kind of a dud. What's his newest thing on the list? Wasn't that good?
The
Midnight
Midnight Club.
Midnight Club. Yeah, it was kind of very teen
He went from
oriented.
Midnight Mass to Midnight Club. He should have mixed it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, Midnight Mass, man. That show is great. I would say that's up there. What was that 2021?
I don't know when, like within it,
I
but
think it was 2021, but that was the best thing I remember seeing in all of
really,
2021.
they should list the like month that it came out in, not
It was
just the year.
summer. And there was all this like
I know, but there's a big difference between like having something coming out in the beginning of the year and like towards the end when Oscars and all the awards are out and stuff.
well, that was a show. So no Oscars. But it might have won Emmys. I don't know.
Isolated island community experiences miraculous events and frightening omens.
Yeah, it had this Stephen King vibe mixed with religious shit, kind of like exorcism vibe. It's it's really cool. And then just the dramatic stuff in it was good. And I liked all the people who were like no name fucks. It was nice to see. Sometimes it's nice to not know who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, I mean, people got to start from somewhere too.
Well, sometimes I get like I don't know. Like I know who fucking Matt Damon is. You know, like I don't need to like. It starts to not feel believable certain characters when they're actors you know so much. You know what I mean? Like characters feel more believable when you don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise's Nelson Mandela is not going to play that well.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. But also the blackface might not work these days either.
Oh, you think they even need that?
Tom Cruise is
I feel
Nelson
like we're
Mandela.
beyond. I feel like we're beyond color.
Not, not. No, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Well,
I'm-
isn't that like reverse racism? You know, like you could say like, "Oh, I'm playing Nelson Mandela, but you got to see me for being black."
Well, you can do it. You can do it the one way. Actually, I saw this meme of there's all these characters that got turned like race swapped or gender swapped, and they're usually redheaded characters. Like there's a whole list of them. It's like 20 redheaded characters that got swapped for different. Like they're trying to get rid of the gingers.
What do
There's
you think
that's
that is?
I don't know, but it's definitely a trend. You could see this whole meme where it's like a list of 25 different characters that were supposed to be red-haired people, fair skinned, and then they'll change them to crazy shit. Like, have you seen the April O'Neil that they did for the Ninja Turtles?
It's Megan Fox.
Well, that was one of them, but the new movie is like a CG movie, and it's like kind of like a dumpy.
Oh, I didn't know there's another one.
It's a some dumpy girl. I don't know if she's Indian or black. I don't know, but like that's April O'Neil was a redheaded woman that now is like kind of like a dumpy lady.
I mean, there's not a lot of redheaded actresses to even alienate out of those roles. You know, it's like Jessica Chastain and
Isla Fisher, and then the other one, Bryce Dallas Howard.
yeah,
You
there's
got
more.
three. You got three.
What's the one that was in Spider-Man?
Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh,
No,
Kirsten Dunst.
no, the newer ones.
Oh, Emma Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, the newer one's Zendaya. Oh, there's another example. MJ. She was a redheaded lady that's now Zendaya.
Yeah.
That must
Well,
have been on the list.
Yeah. Oh, fucking the Game of Thrones girl, Sophie Turner.
Is she redhead?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
And then the other
she
one,
was, but now she
Rose
went
Leslie
blonde.
too. The Jon Snow wildling girl was redhead too.
Yeah, but she's
But
not.
you kind of have to do that in those. There's certain like a medieval thing where you kind of need to have red haired people. It kind of goes with that time vibe.
So
I don't
we
know
just rule
why.
those out, like they don't count.
I guess those don't count. Well,
All right, so the modern ones.
if they remade Game of Thrones, they would all be Zendaya. Sophie Turner would be Zendaya. She'd play 5 parts.
Yeah, there's not a lot of modern options other than
You know, it was a movie I heard someone talking about, and I was like, I haven't thought about that movie in years. But do you remember Beowulf? Remember the Beowulf animated movie?
I think Ray Winston voiced it. Angelina Jolie played
Yeah, she
one of the
played something.
characters.
That is one of those movies I wouldn't mind seeing again.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I remember seeing it in theaters. Is that mocap kind
I
of
didn't
motion
see it in
capture?
theaters.
It was that early motion capture shit. I'd like to see what it looks like now. Going back and watching it. Speaking of which, I probably gotta pack it up tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's see what we want to do more with streaming shit.
Yeah, I got to do something with this auction stuff results. I'll try and figure out like just content because
Yeah, you probably should, man. Get your YouTube account going.
seems like a waste to not do anything with it. Yeah. All right.
All right, later. See you, Dan.